Just like
You come across a sleeping dragon.
If that's not how the sleeping dragons work in D&D, I don't want anymore.
I absolutely pressed record just to catch that.
Yes.
Beautiful, but beautiful.
No.
Honk.
Sorry, that's how I get around now. I'm here now, guys.
Like, I got the image of you just like completely prone on the ground, just rolling around. Just
Yeah.
I have arrived.
I hope
behold, she coming.
I hope that all you're gonna do for Nif today is be like, yeah, we turn the corner to see honk.
That's all that's coming from the boat.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like a cartoon. Okay.
I have a plan. Nith did not sleep when everyone took their long rest. So one, if Celeste does fall asleep in call, it's effective, immersive sound for Nith passing out. Second of all, Grug can then like barrel roll her around while she does that.
Oh my god, I could be a battle music.
Improvised weapon, anyone?
Oh,
I was literally thinking it.
Yeah. Pick up Nith, throw her at the enemy.
it's fine. I mean, I have ram horns, so technically you just improvise me and just.
You're a pitchfork now, congratulations.
Yeah.
Right, so you have completed Act 2. Congratulations. But there are some loose ends to tie up. You have returned to Grendiel, where you handed in the severed head that was also once possessed by Orcus, and you were paid for it. Drow is currently napping in bed with the bag of gold that they carry, and I think you were all given 100 each?
See,
Yeah, 100 gold each. So unless you've already added that to your character sheet, you could add that onto the gold that you already have. I think you all would have by now, though.
pretty sure I did.
Yes.
You.
I did.
Right. So the only thing really left for you to do is to return to Melistenas to check in and see what Damon wants. As you all awaken from your slumber, you take a quick shower and have a coffee. Grug, you pick
Grug
up.
doesn't have that. Grug just runs to the
Grug
wheel.
just runs. But before you do, I have something for you. You pick up the bag of sleeping that you hold Bonk in, and you realize Bonk's not in it, but it feels heavier than usual.
Oh,
What do you do?
I'm going to look for Bonk and yell, Bonk! Bonk, where are you?
Bonk actually slept on the same pillow as you, just curled up in a ball.
Oh, are you okay, Bonk?
Bang, bang.
Bonk,
He's
I think someone stole your sleeping bag.
Bonk grabs the bag of sleep, opens it, and you see a little fur ball inside. A ball of cat. When Rudy went off to perform his trials, he left Taciturn with you.
Hello.
The cat does not make a single noise, but does crawl out of the bag, up onto your shoulder, and gives you a lick on the face. And then sort of nuzzles down into you. Continuing to sleep.
Oh. I'm just going to stroke the kitty.
You feel like it's trying to purr, but it can't.
You got a little fur ball in there, buddy?
No, the cat is mute. The cat does not meow. The only way you can get the cat to talk is if you can use Speak with Animals.
Which I can.
Which you can.
but do I want to use it yet?
I don't know, do you? It is
Actually, it's
your call.
It's a thing that works today, so yes, I will. Grug is going to pull out Rudy's loot and cast Speak with Animals.
Wonderful. Going from memory, Grug plays the same tune that Rudy would play whenever he would speak with Lawsuit or Taciturn. And as you play it, the cat says, "Ah, the old familiar tune. How is the old devil?"
Grug is going to start tearing up and go, "He's gone."
Oh, I know, I know. I was asking how Bonk was.
Oh, Bonky wants to know how you are.
What?
He said he's good.
So, for lore reasons, Grug didn't actually understand anything Bonk says when he says Bonk,
Oh, no, I know.
but he's just sure that that's what he meant.
100%. I am well aware that he has no idea what he's on about.
Taciturn sort of stretches, waking up, and just sort of, so, where are we?
Glenabeal?
Ah, never heard of that one.
Oh,
My
neither
old-
have I.
My old master never went there.
Huh. Was that the barber man?
Yes, yes. Well, you guys put a stop to that one, which I am grateful for. He was kind of shit at looking after his friends.
Sorry.
Don't be. I mean it. He was a
I
terrible
mean-
person.
Yeah, but he was still your master.
Slave submasters, do you think they like them?
No, maybe. I don't
Bonk.
know.
Bonk, after hearing this, spits on the floor and just grumbles under his breath.
I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna copy him and spit on the floor as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Anyway, Rudy left me here to keep an eye on things.
oh,
So I'm gonna make
Good.
sure none of you get into too much trouble.
you're a good little guy, aren't you?
I'm pretty splendid.
Do you want to be a pirate captain with me?
You bet your socks I do. The cat looks
Okay.
down and goes, do you wear socks?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
I'm a cat.
I'm a grug.
They're kind of built in, if you will.
So am mine.
Okay. Shall we meet up with the rest of the party?
Nah, let's go. Just go to the wheel.
Okay.
So Grug with Taciturn on one shoulder and Bonk on the other is just gonna head straight to the wheel.
Wonderful, wonderful. As you get there, you must roll perception.
God damn it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
And the rest of you, are you also making your way up to the deck of the ship?
Yes.
Wonderful. All of you make a perception check.
Ah,
Anyone who makes their
21.
way up. 21.
21.
Okay. So you definitely beat 5.
This feels less
I've got
impressive
a
now, but yeah.
14.
Okie dokie.
Natural 1.
And that one. Okay. So Grug and Grug and Nox, as you reach the top deck of the ship in your own time, this may not be at the exact same time, but within moments of each other, I would say. You notice as you come up the stairs that there is a hooded figure facing the front of the ship, all the way at the front. It's sort of looking out over the water. It has a satchel on one side, sort of draped over, like one of them weird mail bags. And the hood is up, so you cannot see necessarily what race or who it is. It could be someone you know, it might not be. But you do notice that there appear to be feathers coming out of the bottom of the sleeves. Emrys, you notice Nothing.
Cannot see.
My eyes are too groggy. It's
No.
too early.
Just for context. Imagine looking in the mirror and not seeing yourself.
My God.
I think Grug's gonna cough and be like, "Hello."
They say nothing, but they do sort of turn to look at you. And as they do, you realize there is a very long front to their face, almost like a beak, but you assume that it must be a mask. Imagine like a plague doctor mask or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Who goes there?
The creature just waves with a feathered hand.
You know you can speak, right? It's kind of rude to ignore me.
The creature just looks down and sort of shakes their head and then points at Emrys.
Don't
Do you
even
know
see
this
this.
person?
And sort of
What?
waves him over, like beckons him.
What do you guys look at? What?
Can only assume that now that Grug has spoken to this thing, you will have seen it now. Unless
rubbing
you,
my eyes, like,
unless
what?
you
What the hell?
really, you
Roll
know.
another one. Make him roll another one. I want another nat one here.
Let me roll again to see if I see it.
You know what? Just because you rolled a nat one,
Yeah.
you do not notice that the creature has beckoned you over or that it's pointed at you. You still don't know it's there. You're just wondering who Grug is talking to.
Yeah. So Grog's talking to himself again. Oh, damn. Okay.
At this point, I'm just like blink, blink, looking at Emrys. Like, are you not seeing this figure? I'm gonna like
Emrys-
point
Emrys is
point
not
over there and be
seeing.
like, "Do you not
Emrys
see
is not seeing this figure.
that guy?"
I'm not looking over it. Like, what are you guys on about? What are you talking about?
Grug is gonna pick Emery up and literally put him right next to this person.
Oh my God.
As you pick Emrys up and you're putting him next to this creature, Emrys is so focused on looking at you and wondering what you're doing that he still does not realize there is
Oh my
something stood there. And as you're doing this, both Vanwa and Peth will make their way up from below deck and both point to this creature and be, "Who's the bird?"
No, I don't know.
What bird? What are you guys
No
talking
idea.
about? There's no bird.
The creature rests its elbow on Emrys's shoulder and just sort of snaps its beak.
He just fucking jumps out of his skin. Like, what the?
Emrys
is that?
now, after hearing the snap of a beak, has just been alerted to the presence of this creature and has just completely been hit with shock.
What is that? What?
I don't know. It said it knows you.
The creature holds up a piece of parchment as you're talking about this and just hands it to Emrys, just waves it in front of him.
It's a mailman. I gingerly reach down and take it.
Mm-hmm. So, are you going to read it or are you just going to take it?
Yeah, I'll like take it. I'll get my readers out. You know, I'll
Get your
flip
little like circular glasses out. Yeah, yeah.
it. I
Okay.
look down at it. Yeah.
You read. This is Kinku. He comes from a far away land. He will help
Kinku.
you during your time in the Hells. I trust him, and so should you. He's also quite the inventor. He helped build the very ship you stand on, and it is signed F.
F.
Mm-hmm.
Does that ring a bell? Do I know anyone with an F?
Yes, you do.
Oh wait!
Who
Oh my
gave
God!
you the
I
ship?
do. Yeah.
I think you just rolled
Oh
a
my
nat
God.
one
Look,
for
it's
your own
really early in the
perception.
morning. All right, I've just woken up. I can't. Some bird has given me a letter.
For the record, anyone watching this on YouTube when it finally reaches there, it's currently 10 to 9 in the night.
It's morning for Emrys.
It's morning for Emrys, yes.
He hasn't had his coffee.
So you're
yet.
sort of still groggy. You haven't had your daily fix of
No, I'm
caffeine
grog.
yet. Wait, what?
I'm Grug.
I fucked up. Okay,
Kind of groggy.
Gurgy.
I'm gonna stop using words. And I'm gonna communicate everything to you in interpretive dance.
The only problem is we can't see.
That's fine.
Can't see who's doing it.
Okay, so that is what the You read from the front of the letter, and as you then may look back up at Kinku, he has opened the satchel on his side and his beak is inside it. And as he pulls his head back up to look at you, he's just eating worms. He's got a mouthful of worms.
Oh my god. Got a bag full
Gross.
of worms. Was my letter in there? Oh, what the...
No, your letter was in his hand. Wing?
Well,
Hand?
yeah.
Wing?
Where did you
Hand?
get the
I don't
letter
know.
from?
Are they tasty?
Can I have a worm?
Sort of nods and
shit?
then holds the satchel up for you to do the same.
Greg,
Greg
you're not going to
copies
put your head in there.
identically.
Oh,
You get a mouthful of worms.
Mmm. Tasty.
God.
Taciturn gives you a quick little like flick of his tail and just you're all beasts.
Yeah, so are you.
Mm. I'm a beast with morals.
Are you though?
No.
Exactly. We're one of the same. And then I give him a little nuzzle with my head.
Takes one of the worms out of your mouth and just joins in on eating it.
I'm gonna offer one to Bonk as well, as he's the only one not eating the worm.
I'm also not eating the worm.
So
This is not eating
Bonk,
a worm.
Bonk,
I mean, not
takes,
on my shoulder, bro.
Bonk takes the worm out of your mouth because that's where they are. And he just puts it in his pocket. He's got like a little loincloth thing that has like little, like tiny little pockets. And he just puts the worm in and makes sure the head is sticking out so it can see.
Oh.
I love him. He's
And
mine.
then just looks very like happy, smiling, and just looks really proud of himself. And then in Orcish to Grug, he says, I've got a pet.
Yeah. I mean, we're eating them, but yeah.
Monk's not hungry.
It's okay, Bonk. You don't have to eat them. He can be your little pet buddy. What are you gonna name him, Bonk?
When?
You're gonna name him Worm.
Yeah,
I love him.
me too.
I'm gonna give Bonk a little head pat.
Right.
Lawsuit anywhere around.
Lawsuit's still in the cage at the back.
I'm gonna just shout to Lawsuit. You want one, buddy?
As you have you speak with animals, Lawsuit completely understands you and says, no.
Okay.
As you're looking at Lawsuit and you hear him say no, you realize he's got this like odd look of disgust in his eyes.
Hey, why are you disgusted by me?
Not by you. Worms aren't food. Worms are food's food.
But they could also be food.
Not for me.
Okay, well, I just offered, and I said if you don't want one, you don't have to have one.
Well, thanks. And then Lawsuit's gonna just sit down in the cage. Just like
Good little
stropping.
guy. Do you
Are we
want
just
some
not
other-
watching Grug talk to animals?
Right.
Yeah, but no one else realizes I can do this, so you just think
yeah,
I'm
we're
talking.
just like, Grug, who are you talking to?
How does talk with animals sound to
It sounds like the
Us.
animal talking. So when he's
animal
talking
noises?
to the raptor, all you really hear is him screeching at the top of his voice.
Screeching.
Stood here and Grug screaming.
We're just
Yeah.
baffled. He's eating worms, he's screaming at things, like...
Bonker's got his
What
fingers like
happened?
in his ears because he is on Grug's shoulders. And
Oh my
Taciturn
God,
is
like,
sort of just like
bad Grug.
cringing from it.
This is brilliant.
I
Yeah,
know
so I'm
grief
gonna.
affects us differently, but Jesus.
I am gonna shout back to him and be like, "So do you want food then?"
He just sort of looks down at a chunk of meat next to him and just says, I haven't needed anyone to feed me since we got on this big wooden thing.
Oh, it's called a ship, by the way.
Oh, thanks. The other one didn't tell
No.
me that.
No, I just thought I'd let you know. You seem really smart.
So do you.
No, thank you.
Hmm.
Greg is now going to just turn back to the bird person and smile.
Yeah, to Kinku. So,
Kinky.
Kinku the Kenku
Kenku.
is the full title, by the way. Grug,
Yeah.
have you said anything to Kinku? I can't remember.
I said quite a few things. I
Oh
went,
yeah,
who are
you actually are the one that asked who it was. Yeah. Okay. So you've now gathered that Kinku is this rather large bird who is very humanoid. It's from a faraway land, so speak with animals doesn't seem to have an effect on it. You know it's a male bird person, as it says he is an inventor. You also may be wondering what he invents.
And you were sent by Fizzban, I guess.
Indeed.
Are you
Send-
sure? Because I don't think Emery knew that.
Should I do a check to see if I know who F is? No, an F, do I? What?
You definitely can roll insight.
Oh my god, okay.
You
Emrys
shot
is just
yourself in the foot.
broken
Why
up.
did you offer to roll? I was making
It's
a
a
joke.
character, bro. It's a character.
F.
Okay,
Just yeah, it's just you know
I got a 9.
you got a 9. Okay,
Fizzbang, Fizzbonk,
you think
Oh, Fizzy Wizzy.
you think father? No, he's
Fizzy-
dead.
Fizzy-
Oh, Fizzban,
Oh,
that's
shit.
the one.
Yeah, there you go. Alright, I guess Fizzban said to him. What does he want us to do? Okay. Are we on
Kinku
baby
grabs
system duty?
the letter out of your hand, turns it around, and then places it back in front of you. And
It's a double-sided letter.
as you read from it, it says, "Oh, and keep your distance in battle unless you don't value your hides."
Just slowly look at the bird. What does he mean?
Kinku reaches down onto his utility belt that he has underneath his cloak and pulls out a glass vial with an orangey, sticky, thick-looking substance inside.
Grug's eyes are instantly going to light up.
Do not give it to Grug, no.
I want to drink.
He
I want to
holds
drink.
up,
Let me drink.
he
Oh,
holds
no.
up one finger and just does the no sort of motion, and then
No.
places it back into his utility belt.
Grug is going to put his hands on his hip and go, I am Captain Grug. You're on my ship. I want to drink.
Wait, did we vote on that?
You
I
did
did
not.
vote for you, Grug.
Grug
is
voted on that.
gonna and go,
Grug has
did you
assumed
steer the ship?
Grug has
We're
assumed that
doing
he is
mutiny.
captain because the ship did as he asked it to, essentially. When he wanted to go to Fairwater, it took him directly to Fairwater.
Who are we to say otherwise?
I think he was also the one that said Grendiel.
I was, yeah. I jumped straight back to
Yeah.
wheel. I have
Okay.
Tentus everywhere.
Okay, so Kinku, the bird person, just kind of starts wandering about, inspecting the ship, like he's looking for something.
Just
Greg
peck
wants
your
to
shit.
sniff him to see if he can figure out what's going on.
You want to sniff him?
Yeah. I want to sniff him like a dog.
Roll investigation.
He's become more animal. What the hell?
Investigation. Oh, you'll be pleased to know I have a -1 on this one.
Okay.
But I got a 13, to be fair. That was actually pretty good. I got 14 -1.
Okay, so as you're sniffing this bird, he smells like worms, and you figure nothing else out. But you do notice that he definitely is looking for something. Like maybe he left something on the ship, or he's looking for something to open, or you get the idea that he is trying to reach something but can't quite remember where it is.
Kinky, what are you looking for?
The bird turns and looks at you and just squawks. And then looks back down, finds a little lever, pulls it, and a little door opens.
What?
Oh, Fizzy
He
didn't tell us.
reaches inside, pulls out another glass vial of the same liquid and adds it to his
What?
utility belt. and
It's
then
been here that whole
closes the
time.
door.
What?
He takes a label from the glass vial and holds it up to Grug to read.
Greg can't read.
I know.
Oh god. Don't my readers, Grug?
No, he says delicious juice.
Greg, do not drink that.
It says
Kinku,
delicious juice.
Kinku
we
shakes
attempt
his
to
head
read?
as if to say no, walks directly up to Emrys and holds the little leaflet out in front of his face.
Okay. Okay.
And you read explosion juice. Do not drink.
Well, Grug got the juice for a pot, right? That's pretty impressive.
He turns it around and there's just a symbol of a fire on it.
Oh,
It's like a person being scorched.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Grug, I would not drink that. No.
You get the idea that he has made some sort of similar concoction to what alchemist fire would be, but as it's a very thick liquid, you get the idea it might be a little bit more potent.
Kind of want to use it now.
You'll get a chance.
Now Greg has basically been shut down by people. He's going to ignore that this whole event has even happened.
Mhm.
Walk up to the helm and just say, "Take me to Melitini."
As the ship is sentient, it can actually process what you have said, and it finds the closest named location on its map to what you said. The ship turns, still in the water for a moment, to face the westward, like northwestward direction, I believe it would be, and just zooms off. All of you are now en route to Melistinas.
zoom.
Nice.
One day
I'm gonna-
cycle passes during this time. As you see, once again, it's almost like you're traveling through time itself to get there. Like the boat is just in fast forward. And you arrive at the same dock you left, in Melistinas. The tavern that was decrepit as fuck is still directly in front of you and has changed in no way whatsoever.
I imagine this entire time, Greg was just going to Emery, "Call me Captain Greg.
I'm not calling you that, Grug. I'm not doing that.
I am your captain now." Does that mean Greg is the captain?
I
Can I
am
at
the
least
captain
be your
now.
first mate?
I like the idea that
The only
Grug
thing-
is actually the one eating stuff right now as well. Like he's just still snacking on worms.
He's got a bag of worms, like a paper bag
Yeah,
of worms.
and for some reason they're crunchy.
I have no noise gate. It doesn't work. It's really
The
annoying.
mealworms.
It's fine, it's
Dried
immersive.
mealworm.
Tried
He tried
mealworm.
mealworms. They're seasoned as well. Yes.
Kinku has literally just got the bag open next to Grug, just letting him eat the worms. They're like sort
feel
of
like this
taking it
is
in
like-
turns to reach in with their faces.
Have you called me Captain Greg yet?
I feel like this isn't the first time Grug has done this, so Emrys at this point is just like, aye, aye, Captain Grug. That's it.
Greg is going to turn to Nox and be like, "Call me Captain Greg."
He's his
Sure,
bag of worms, call me
whatever.
Captain.
The board of the ship that would be in line with Grug's head behind him sort of comes up, taps him on the back of the head, and then goes back down.
Greg is going to turn around and go, "Oh, land ahoy!"
Gets smacked in the head by a plank. Lando!
Oh, you might have hit him a bit too hard. Jesus.
Yeah, maybe. It was just a light tap, like a, almost like the ship was trying to tell you that it has no captain.
I am the captain now.
It's simply offering you a service. No, as you reach Melistinas and you get to the dock, Vanwa looks incredibly excited, but sort of solemn at the same time. You can see she's very conflicted being back here.
Greg is going to give her a hug and just go, "It's okay. Take your
She-
time. No rush."
She embraces the hug and says, Thank you for everything you've done for me. I think I'm going to go and see what state my father's shop is in. I would like to be alone if that's okay.
Okay.
She sort of gets whatever thing she had with her and just sort of sets off towards the shop,
Oh, there she goes.
waving you off as she goes. Yeah. She has been with you for like 2 weeks now.
Against her will.
Well,
Wow, okay.
you know, she did choose to go with you guys. It's fine.
I thought
But-
she was just still on the boat when you guys took off.
That's why she, quote unquote, chose to go with you, is, you know, because I forgot she existed when you guys left.
She willingly came with us by force.
Yeah, she willingly went with you by force.
By force. By force, yeah.
Right, what would you like to do?
Well, I've never been here before,
This is
so
true.
I'm just gazing around and taking it in.
So what you see is a very busy dock area. There's a lot of like couriers carrying boxes, barrels, all sorts, down towards what you can only assume would be the trade district. The other way just leads to a brick wall.
It's just a wall.
Yeah,
Or
just
is
a,
it?
just a wall. Now, as the dock comes to an end, you see there's just like the open water. There's no other way to go. There is only left or into one of the buildings in front of you.
I'm just gonna look across the buildings and then ask, so, any good taverns in this place?
Yeah, there's one of.
Your eyes reset as Grug is
right.
mid-sentence. They sort of look directly ahead of you where there is just a derelict tavern. The wood of the walls is like falling off. The door is hanging off its hinges. There's no way in hell this is a good tavern.
That one is
The rest of
clearly
you-
not open.
The rest of you know why that has happened.
No.
Ooh,
Well, we could always try the
really
dwarven
good one.
place.
Come with me.
I'm going to go with Greg.
Okay.
Oh no.
Greg is going to go to the tavern we first went to when we first got there. That
The
wasn't
tavern.
really.
The one that is called the tavern. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really a
The
tavern.
tavern.
Greg still
Okay.
doesn't understand that because he never went inside.
As you reach the front of this tavern, the tavern, which is very different to the last time you saw it. It's a lot bigger. Taking up the entirety of where the stables used to be is a very fantastic looking building. It almost looks like a real tavern. You get the
Cool.
feeling that Ryder and Damon have made a bit of money. They've done some upgrades and are actually now running some sort of tavern and industrial warehouse sort of thing.
Mm.
Stood
See?
outside is Damon.
Hey.
He doesn't
Hello.
notice you at first. Somehow.
Greg is going to go into the fountain.
Damon catches
Walks away.
Damon catches this and sort of sighs heavily. And then, my old friend, welcome back.
Hello.
You're not
I'm gonna
turning
splash
it you're not turning it pink this time.
No, they took the head off me.
Oh, good. Didn't like the look of that one. Didn't look friendly.
Ooh, wait a minute. Greg is going to get Bonk. He's going to put him slightly in the water. Enough that he can dip the finger that we took off the dwarf into the water to clean it.
Oh my god.
The finger was cauterized when he picked it up.
No, he's still going to wash it. He's had
So-
it rent for 2 weeks.
As Bonk waves this finger around in the water, you see sort of a grey, sort of charcoal, smoky color in the water. Not enough to turn the entire fountain grey, but enough that you can see it's dirty, the place of it.
clean.
Damon has like face palmed at this point and he's just shaking his head like, here we go again.
Did anyone else follow Grug, or is Grug doing all the talking here?
I was gonna say.
I can only assume you dragged Nox and just took it.
I've gone willingly.
So I can only assume that Emrys at this point would be slowly picking up the rear of the group.
Yeah, he would have said his goodbyes to Peth for now and sorted Vivix out.
Oh, Peth is with you.
Okay, if he's following, then yeah, I guess he's just.
Yeah, Peth and
Walking.
Kinku.
Is Kinku with us?
Peth and Kinku are
Yeah, where's
following Emrys, as they were the ones. Like, Kinku was essentially instructed to work under Emrys, and
Oh.
Peth is familiar with Emrys, so they stick by him.
I've got a hand in each, holding hands.
Peth is sort of taken in the sights, just sort of, haven't been here in a few months.
Yeah, this is
Doesn't-
like, yeah.
He's like, oh, it hasn't
can
changed
do
much. And as you were leaving the ship, he's sort of
Yeah.
clocked the tavern, and that's different.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He'll also
And then just sort of keeps walking with you.
point towards the blacksmith we burned down as well.
It's not in sight yet.
Okay.
It would be essentially opposite the buildings that are in front of you as you
Yeah, I'm
leave the
trying to
ship.
remember the map of this fucking place.
Yeah, so
Okay, yeah,
it
I
was
guess I'm-
the docks would be sort of like one fork in the road from the main entrance. And then as you get
Right.
towards the main entrance, the fountain is in the middle of that section, and there's like 3 forks. It's the barber shop, the trade district, and then the docks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we've caught up then by now.
Okie dokie. Kinku is sort of just looking around, sort of sees the fountain, climbs in with Grug, and just squats down, sits there, just looking around.
This burp fountain.
Peth is sort of looking at Grug, Bonk, and Kinku, just confused. Looks back at Damon. My old friend. How's business? Looks up at the building, goes, oh, never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going well, does it?
Yeah.
Damon, with a big smile on his face, welcomes you all. So you found Peth. You found him. Oh, that's great.
No.
Yes.
Damon is sort of just ignoring Grug's
Just yelling from the fountain in
yelling,
the
and
background.
he's just. So,
Like spilling
I've-
himself.
I do have something for you. If you would like to step inside, let me show you
I will
around. I'll give you a
gladly
tour.
go inside.
Grug here in essentially gift is going to get out of the fountain very quickly.
Expecting there to be sweets, probably. Or
Yeah.
more worms. Right, so Kinku follows. Peth goes in with you as well. You get the feeling that Peth and Damon knew each other quite well by the way he was greeted. And
Doesn't he know?
as you walk in, it's a large tavern area. There's a performing band of bards. There's a very large bar, but oddly enough, the tiny building that was once called the tavern is inside this building, just on the left side against the wall.
Wait, so they built on top of it?
Yeah, they built around it.
Oh my god.
And as you sort of like make your way to the bar, Ryder is at the bar serving drinks, doing his thing, and he welcomes you all. You're right.
Alright, man.
Toilets were there, and he points at the old tavern building. What can I get you?
I will have a pint of mead.
All right. Sort of pours out the drink and just passes it to you. Oh, wait. He looks at all of you. Big one. Dragon fella. Don't know you. After pointing at Nox. Another dragon fella. I know you. Bird?
Kinky.
Kinku.
Kinky.
Kinku.
Kinky.
And then his eyes meet Bonks and he goes, Damon, didn't the dwarf who died have an imp? And then he looks down at the amulet on Grug's arm that you got from the dwarf and goes, and there were scrolls detailing that the pact with the devil, he had to wear this amulet to keep the imp. Damon sort of looking at Bonk and then at the amulet. None of my business.
Wait a
Ryder,
minute.
Ryder nods. None of my business either. Gives everyone a drink. Gets a bag from under the bar and says, "Well, this is your take."
Ooh.
Plops it down on the bar, and there is 500 gold pieces once more.
Oh,
Oh.
And then he reaches behind him and grabs a glass vial of a sort of blue mixed with a pink liquid inside. You instantly recognize it to be the product that they named after you, Maverick.
Ooh.
And he places it down and says, "This should work for about 5 servings." And then pushes it towards you.
shot. Everybody.
Nox has no idea what's in this vial. Just assumes maybe it's a spirit or something.
I am gonna let Nox shot it.
Wonderful.
Tropical gin.
I'm gonna point to this and be like, well, what kind of tequila is this?
Ryder looks just confused. What's tequila?
Where I come from,
it's
it
a
is
good
a
tasty
good
stuff.
drink.
Looks you up and down, realizes you're a tiefling, and just goes, "Oh, I'm gonna have to try and
Yes,
get some
it is straight from hell.
import."
It's really tasty. You should try some. Look, he's gonna say this with the biggest smile on his face.
Innocent.
What does Nox do? Ryder and Damon are both just watching. They're not getting involved.
I asked what it is, what kind of tequila it is.
The question was not very open-ended.
Okay. Yeah. What actually is in this vial? And why is it so pretty?
Can't tell you the ingredients. Secret recipe. Bon appetit.
But it's tasty. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it.
Ryder looks at Emerson and says, "Didn't Vivix really, really enjoy this?" You can see a sort of cheeky grin forming on his face.
Well,
Can
kinda
I
want them
like?
to drink it.
Can I check it?
Yes.
It's safe, I swear.
Oh. The way everyone's looking at me are like, right now, I'm not too sure.
Ryder says,
Oh, just staring.
"Can handle drinks. Coward."
Oh, I can handle my drinks.
Oh, she's a lightweight. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't let her have any.
You said this was enough for 5, right?
5
I want
servings.
5. I want 5 shot glasses out on the table right now.
Oh my god.
He places 5 pints on the table.
Wait, it's a big thing?
It's a very big thing. There's 5 pints in it.
Okay.
You gotta drink it all now. You said it. You said it. You gotta do
Oh
it.
my god.
He pours the liquid into one of the pint glasses that he has put on the table. Still made of wood, by the way. The pint glasses he uses. But they're a lot cleaner now.
Okay. Can I roll investigation? Would it be investigation?
You can roll investigation if you would like to.
I would just like to see if I can figure out what it is. Some sort.
Okay.
A drink.
Okay,
Sure.
14.
14.
I love
Okay.
milk.
Yeah.
So, as you sort of pick this pint up and you smell it, you're immediately met with a fruity blend.
Oh.
Like, it smells really good. Like, you imagine this would go good with maybe paired with a certain meal of pho or something.
Why is it so specific?
Very, very, like, appley in flavor, you know?
Okay.
You know, in the same way people IRL will drink red wine with pork.
What? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. It's like that. It's you're pairing it.
I'm gonna lift up the pint, turn to the others, and say, anyone else?
Greg doesn't drink.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay,
That's actually
I'm
true.
gonna chug it.
Emrys has only drank once, and it was with Dry after a
Yeah.
traumatizing day.
I needed it.
Greg has never drunk.
Greg has never drunk. That is true.
Drunk.
Drunk. Bonk.
Yeah, I'm a lift it up. Say a cheers and
Bonk is going
wig
to
the
point at
entire thing.
Pinku before you do that. As you're saying, does anyone else want to? Bonk is going to point at Kinku, and Kinku is going to sort of like wing/hand, whatever it is, I don't know yet, on chest, and just sort of like look kind of confused in his eyes, and then he's going to pick up another one of the pints, hold it up
Yes, one for the bird friend.
hold it up for Ryder to pour this liquid in, and then just cheers you with it.
As well.
Yeah.
Pez, with a smile on his face, says, "No, thank you. Too early for me." Looks at
It's
Emrys.
named after us. How about
Looks
that?
at Emrys and smirks with a knowing look on his face.
Oh god, he knows. He knows too much.
Okay,
So-
fully knowing this is going to end up bad, I'm going
Oh.
to cheers with Kinku
Yep.
and
Kinku,
neck the drink.
Kinku also downs it all in one. Slams the tankard down on the bar. And as you see him do this, you feel a strange constriction around yourself, like your skin is getting tighter. Not in an
no.
unpleasant way, more like you feel yourself sort of looking up at everyone as time goes on. They're getting taller and taller. The bar is getting bigger and bigger. Everyone except Kinku. And as you and Kinku meet eyes, you both look at each other with the same sort of knowing smirk, and you know you've been had. The rest of the party, what you have witnessed is a tiefling and a bird person shrink from 5 foot plus all the way down to 5 inches.
Oh my god. I didn't know it was that strong.
Wait. Greg is going to pick both of them up and put him in the bag of sleeping.
You can't do that!
Nox, as you are placed into the bag, you feel a deep sleep take
No,
you
I would have
away.
full on gone on fighting. When Greg picks me up, I'm like slapping him. I'm biting his fingers. I'm trying to like.
Tiny
All you can hear is.
Oh my god.
You are normal in audio, by the way. You can still speak as loud
okay.
and as clearly as you could before.
All you hear from like the speck that is now on my body is just, what the fuck was this shit? Greg put me down. I don't even feel drunk. What the fuck?
Ryder, Damon,
It's okay, Greg will help you.
Heath are all pissing themselves laughing, rolling around on the floor. But as you're
Greg,
yelling
say
this,
at
and
least
Grug
that's about
is
your alcohol.
placing you into the bag of sleep,
No.
you do feel
No.
it wash over you, and you are sent into a deep sleep.
Sleep is for the weak.
But
Grog, you just what the fuck?
something about this bag that I think you guys might have figured out by now, you can still hear everything going on around you. So you can hear them laughing about this.
No.
You just
I've made
drugged
a
and
grave error.
kidnapped them, bro. What the
Grug
heck?
literally just kidnapped you, yeah.
You just met this
Spiked their
bird man.
Oh my god.
Also, Emrys, this is the first time you have seen Peth laugh like that since you were kids.
I've got the love eyes on, you know.
And he's sort of like one hand on your shoulder, just I didn't expect it to work that well.
Neither did I. I'm taking that gold, by the way, while this is happening. Like,
Oh, 100%. You know,
Goddamn.
Drive's not doing it, someone has to.
I'm just getting paid while they all.
Greg is going to meet eyes with you as soon as you touch the gold.
Oh, so I'm gonna share it out. You're just busy right now. It's fine. Don't worry. I promise.
So I can
Greg
hear
tried
this whole thing. So I know you've taken it.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
still
you
hear
do.
everything.
Okay, Greg, are you gonna keep them in that bag or what?
Are they small? Yes.
How do
Well,
we?
if I let Kinky out, Tassie is going to eat Kinky. Tassie is going to eat Kinky.
Taciturn turns to Grog and just, no, I won't.
But he's a bird.
So,
You're a cat.
I prefer finer prepared meals.
Oh. You hungry now?
I ate earlier.
Never mind. Okay, well, we can get them back out if you want. I mean, I don't know how much help it's going to be at like 5 inches. But okay.
I think he'd prove a little bit too spicy for the cat.
Yeah, true. The tiny glass vials on his belt.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'll leave that to you, Grog. Emerus is just like divvying out the gold on the counter now.
Ryder is putting the cork back in the large glass vial, putting it in like a sack for you, and then just like handing it to you.
Was it always this strong?
No, we perfected it since you were last here. Now it
many
lasts
have
an
you made?
entire 24 hours.
Oh my god, no! I just heard, does Grog hear that?
Mm-hmm. You're all
Grog
at the
knows,
bar.
okay.
You're all talking with Ryder.
Okay. Okay. Oh my
I'm
god.
just internally screaming.
Like, you're asleep, but you can hear it happening. That's hell. Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yeah, so you now are aware that you will be tiny for 24 entire hours. It is currently around the equivalent to 9 a.m. in world.
Oh man. I knew
Oh,
day
no.
drinking was a bad idea.
Oh no. This is
you
messed up.
can feel beside you Kinku sort of squirming as they say 24 hours, like he's having a nightmare.
Greggy's going to pick them
Oh.
both back up. And on each one of his tusks, he's going to place both of them. So they have somewhere to sit as well.
They spring back to, I'll say life, but they wake up as you bring them out of the bag. And Kinku is sort of like
24
slapping at your
motherfucking
hand
hours.
with his.
Grog, put me on the bar. I need a pint.
Another.
Ryder
Greggy's going to
laughs as you say, I need a pint, and just says, I think you've already had one.
do it.
Is that enough?
Put me in my pint.
Oh my god. Just gonna dive in.
Pour me a mead and put
Can
me
you
in it.
swim?
Yes.
Do they have pools in hell?
I was gonna say, do they have water in?
Pools of lava. I'm from the swamp, the third circle, which is a swamp, so
Oh.
I can swim.
You would have spent time in both Avernus and the other one.
Minaris.
That's the one.
Yes. Put me in
Minaris.
my pint.
Okay, Greggy's going to drop her in a pint.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. You got one of those little umbrellas.
All you hear as she says this is.
God,
I
they're
am
drowning.
I'm treading beer right now.
Oh my god.
I'm having
What
the
is
time
King
of my
doing?
life. This was a great idea.
Nox, roll perception.
Oh no.
Is she drunk yet? Would she get disadvantage?
I'm imagining that as soon as
Not
I
yet,
like
no.
hit the water, I'm drunk.
Just the fumes
So,
alone.
even though you are smaller, it's an Ant-Man scenario where it's like the cells themselves seem to be denser but shrunk.
Oh, I got a 10.
Okay, so you do not notice this, so I'm gonna temporarily deafen you in Discord.
Oh.
Emrys. Ryder hands you a small glass vial and says, here's the antidote.
Okay. Is this the only antidote, or have you
Stop talking.
mass-produced this?
And Nox is back in the room.
I'm back in my
Okay.
beer.
Yes.
I'll pocket.
As what we were just talking about has happened, your head had dunked under the beer, you're taking a drink, so you have no idea what has just happened.
Slurpy, slurpy, slurpy.
You have the same tolerance as usual, so if you finish the pint, you'll feel mildly tipsy.
Oh.
It just takes you a really long time to finish it because you're very small. I don't think the whole thing would even fit inside you.
No. I'm just swimming and drinking.
They're just vibing.
Yeah. Just vibing.
What's King 2 doing?
Kinku is still holding on to Grug's tusk for dear life. And he's taking one of the vials out from his belt and sort of
Oh, no.
pointing at Grug with the hand that the vial is in, and then sort of shaking it in front of him, and then puts it back in his belt.
I think you made him angry.
I think you did.
I'm scared of him.
It is okay, bird boy. I suggest you also get a pint.
His name is Kinky Knox.
It's Kinku, Grug. It's
Kinku the Kinku, yeah.
It's Kinky.
But Grug has a hard time with words.
Where did you learn that word, Grug?
Probably from Drywall, Rudy.
Oh, it's his name. His name's Kinky.
Oh, right, yeah, it's just his name, yeah.
Same as we've got Pez and Emery and
Pez.
I love
Rudy.
that it's a Z.
Pez dispenser.
Yeah, to be fair, Grug puts E on the end of everyone's names after shortening them. So it is
Pezzy.
Kinky to Grug.
I mean, you could be Noxy if you want, but that just sounds weird to me.
Fair enough. How many others are here right now? We've got Grug.
We've got two tiny fellas, Grug, Emrys, and Peth. Damon and Ryder are stood with you as well, both still laughing.
Just deciding who to give the gold out to. We're 500, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure it out later. It's fine.
Yeah. For now, you just have the sack of 500 gold tied to your back. Oh, and by the way, the bag of holding that Nox has.
Yes.
Tiny.
The teeny tiny bag of wait. If one of them picks out something from it, how does that work?
What do you mean if one of them picks something out from it?
Like, so if it's teeny tiny, can how does that work?
We like reach in with like our fingers.
Am I the only one that can like reach in there?
You are
Like,
the only one that can reach in there.
Okay.
Well,
everyone
and
else
Kingu,
is-
if he was within range to do so. But he's currently hanging off Grug's face, so.
Well,
Kingu is sort of like
Wait.
losing his grip over time, by the way. He's like
But if
hanging
I
off
pull-
Grug's bottom lip at this point.
if I pull something out of the bag of holding, will it be normal size or tiny?
It's only one way to find out.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I've caused myself enough pain.
I kind of want to see it now. But no, okay.
No, because I'll like pull out the bag man or something, and
Oh shit! Yeah.
It'll
You'll
crush
just have
me.
you'll have a 1v1 in a fucking pint of beer with the bagman.
The tiny bag.
Fight me, bro,
Does that
fight
not
me.
sound like the most awesome fucking fight ever?
Right?
just
he
throwing
runs
gold
across
down
the
like,
bar,
"Go,
and Grug
go."
just slams him down with his fist.
like a bug.
Right,
If I see Kinko slipping,
as you're all going through the emotions and laughing your asses off, Ryder finally comes to and just, oh, Damon, wasn't there something you wanted to tell these guys? Something relevant to why they were here before? And Damon sort of clears his throat. Yes. So, Merida, was it? The one that turned out not to be so nice?
Who dat?
Mhm.
You haven't already forgotten.
I haven't? Oh.
We know Merida.
You absolutely still know Merida. You had a part in rescuing Vanwa from her.
Wasn't that like 5 days ago, Grog? It wasn't that long ago.
It would have been like just over a week at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe a week and a half. Damon goes on to say, well, she may or may not have told you some information, you know, the shadowy figures. I think I mentioned it before too. One of them has been spotted again. The mystery is not solved.
Shadowy figures.
Not completely.
Did they mention these figures before?
It did indeed. Cloaked figures were seen around the time that
right.
people were going missing. And it
Right,
was,
yeah.
you thought safely assumed that the figures were the ones kidnapping people, but it turned out to be the barber.
Oh.
So,
Hmm.
there's only been one scene, but it's frequent. And I hate to tell you, but people are going missing again. Only young'uns. Children.
Oh, no.
At this point, Greg is going to get real serious. Just turn to Emery and go, give him the antidote. This is serious shit now.
Okay.
You had an antidote.
Ignoring that, Emrys is just going to give them the antidote. He'll take Kinku in his palm. Just give him a
There's
little drop.
only enough for one.
Oh no.
Okay, we give it to Kinky. He seems the most scared.
I say we make
doesn't
them
even
fight.
speak.
Whoever wins gets the antidote.
Yes. I mean, yes.
Was that kind of cruel though?
I'm just going to put them both side by side on the bar and just let them fight it out.
As you're doing this, Damon is sort of watching the whole thing, just confused, but he's still explaining. Yes, well, as before, no one's really being paid enough to do anything, so no one's taking action. The families are way too indifferent for their own good. They almost seem like when the ones returned before, like completely oblivious. Like they don't remember their own children. But the shadowy figure has been seen towards the barber shop again.
Mm.
Again. Okay.
Double
Right.
twice.
Come on, guys.
Grug,
Let's.
roll insight. It's a very low score that you need.
I love insight because I have a -1 to it.
You don't need to score high, don't worry.
Wow, I actually rolled a 16. Well, 17
Lovely.
-1, 16.
So, Grug, being an empathetic person who cares about everyone you travel with, you remember that Van were headed back to that direction.
Grug, without saying anything, is just going to bolt. He is going straight back there to make sure she's okay.
Indeed.
Where's he
Okay.
going?
Seeing this, I'm going to pick up Kinku and Ox and start following.
Still small.
Just give me
Yes,
the
it's
antidote, god damn it!
Okay, while I'm running, I'll get the antidote.
Between the two of them, there is 10 inches of pure rage.
What if I give them half each? Will it like half cure them?
There's only one way to find out.
I don't want to waste it though. I use it on half and then no one gets cured. Okay,
There's literally like a pipette and there's a singular drop.
Okay. I'm gonna put the drop on my palm and just tell them to drink it.
To
I don't know.
your surprise, Nox, Kinku actually crosses one of his arms over his chest, bows, and takes a step back.
Oh wow, finally, a gentleman.
And then he lets out a loud squawk and eats more worms from his bag.
Okay, I'm going to drink the antidote.
Indeed. You, while still in Emrys's hand,
Yeah, sure.
feel the world around you get smaller until you are back to your original size.
Nice.
Boys.
Emrys, you feel the weight of a full-grown tiefling crushing your hand into the
My arm
ground.
breaks. My shoulder dislocates.
Tearing your arm straight off. No,
my
no
God.
damage or anything like that. You just, there's a lot of pressure currently on your fingers as
I'm gonna
as
like
Nox is now full size,
fall
weighing you
off.
down onto the ground.
Okay.
I'm going to step off his hand.
Yes, the pressure
Aggressive.
relieves. Kinku is still in your hand, tiny.
Is he crushed? Oh god.
No, he was to the
He
side. So
died.
He died.
essentially, the way
Oh,
Nox
his
would have
van, I'm
come back to
sorry.
full size is like the left foot essentially would have been crushing your hand, while Kinku was on the left side of like the other side of your hand.
Okay, I'll put him on my shoulder.
I'm going
And he's
to
like
thank him.
And he had like hung on to like a gauntlet that you're wearing during that time.
It's like Kratos, like tiny Kratos.
Yeah. He
All
is actually climbing up your arm as Nox is stepping off, sort of like sassy head spins and stuff. And he's just sort of like sat on your shoulder, and Pez is like guiding him up with a finger underneath him to make sure he doesn't fall.
Okay, there we go. I feel like
Yay.
knowing that they're there, I don't need to explain where we're going. I'm trying to follow after Grug.
Yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm. So not many seconds would have passed during this. It would have been nigh on instant. So you can still see Grug, and you do manage to keep in time with him. Right, you reach the entrance of the barber shop. You see in front of you, the door is wide open. To the left of you, where the barber was buried, you see a singular, oily looking black flower growing out of the middle of it.
Oh.
Hey, Fairwater.
Mm-hmm. It almost looks like the flower itself is shaped liquid.
Oh.
Could do like an Arcana check, see if there's anything magical about it. Right?
You can indeed.
Oh, natural 1 for a 0 with -1.
No.
You think, oh, pretty,
Nice flower.
Can I also do an Arcana check?
of course.
I want Grug to do one as well.
I got a 9.
Yeah, you can all do one if you would like.
Oh god.
Grug rolls the highest. I'm gonna piss myself.
I have a +4, and I still got a 9.
Oh no. Grug is a scholar and a gentleman.
I have a -1, so if I roll higher than you, I'm gonna laugh.
I have -1 as well. Oh, no.
I got 9. 10
Okay.
-1.
All of you just think, pretty flower. But the two of you who rolled the 9s do notice that it's odd.
Odd, pretty flower. Anywho,
Should we pick it?
leave the flower. It's clearly
It
Like-
doesn't look good.
Doesn't look native.
No.
It definitely does not look native to you.
What if I hold Kinko up to it? What does he do?
He stares at it.
Do an Arcana check, Kinko, go.
Kinku does not do an Arcana check.
Okay.
And
Put it
neither
back on my
does
shoulder.
Peth, who is following closely behind.
Throw the fire.
In
at
fact,
us.
Peth has a very similar reaction. He's just like, oh, pretty flower.
Okay, what if I... This might be a waste. What if I use Detect Magic on it?
You detect some form of darkness in the magic that is seeping out of this thing.
So
Oh.
maybe Necrotic.
Not necrotic, but definitely not positive.
Okay.
It's sort of a foul, like a dirty taste in the air, almost like swamp water.
Oh.
Right, okay.
Mhm.
That's not very pleasant.
No, it's not.
oh.
So don't eat the flower.
I eat the flower.
You die.
Okay, yeah.
Insta
Have to
kill.
explain that. I feel like after smelling, well, not smelling that, but detecting that, Emrys is going to draw his halberd and start to walk towards the barber shop.
Grug is already inside looking for.
You are not already inside. You are making your
Okay.
way inside.
Grug is rushing inside to look for.
The moment you cross the threshold of the door, you hear mumbles coming from the basement room. Bubbling and cackling.
Oh.
Tassie,
Yes, darling.
this isn't normal, right?
Hasselturn looks around his former home, says, looks normal, but I hear something over there, and it points a paw towards the basement on your left side.
That's what I thought.
Indeed. Oop.
That's the Taciturn and Bonk, not the party.
Your signal went for a moment.
Oh, I just turned to Taciturn and Bonk and just go, do you guys want to hide or fight?
Taciturn drops down into the bag of sleep. But as Taciturn is dropping, just says, bye.
Okay, bye.
And Bonk sort of holds a hand up and just bonk.
Bonk. Okay, let's go. Greg is gonna kick the basement door open.
Roll strength.
Are we there yet? Oh god.
Just a normal straight strength throw.
Yeah.
15.
Okay. As you kick the door, it just comes clean off the hinges and sort of rolls down the stairs slowly, making a
Grug-
lot of noise as it does. Come on.
Can Grug jump on it and like skate down on it like a skateboard?
Not with it, and
Like
that's 20 on strength, you can't.
What about an acrobatics check?
But as the door sort of slides down, the bubbling sort of gets louder, but the cackling stops, and the mumbling turns into a panicked, sort of muffled scream.
Greg is gonna draw his sword and just rush down there.
Mm-hmm. Anyone
Have we
else?
been behind him by? Yeah, I was gonna say if we like caught up by now.
Yeah. I mean, you were outside together. Grug rushed in. I can only assume that the rest of you walked in after him.
Yeah, as soon as Greg rushes down, I will rush with him.
Mm-hmm. So you're all weapons out down the stairs.
I
Yeah,
am
I'm just
double
gonna-
daggered.
Okie dokie.
Helmet out.
As you all get to the bottom of the stairs, you notice Vanwa tied up in the right corner at the bottom of the stairs. It's a very small room. It's the same one you found Rudy in when he had gone missing. There is a crack on the floor where Rudy once was, and Vanwa is sort of placed next to it, tied up, muffled, mouth, like there's like a leather, like cloth almost, holding her jaw closed. And to your left, you see a large cauldron with bones sticking out the side. And on the other side of the cauldron, you see a hag. A disgusting, mossy covered, hunched over, sort of dribbling green slime from her mouth. She looks up at you and says, "You. I thought I got
Who
rid
the
of
fuck are
you
you?
when I got out of that cocoon." Roll initiative.
I'm guessing we know this is murder. Oh god, it's murder, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
Still want to
7.
smash? Wait, we
So
rolled
on a
initiative.
smash. You are rolling initiative, yes.
I got a 18.
Okie dokie. Before you call them out, let me get. Oh, fucking hell. Pat's got a nat 20.
Dang.
Such a chat. I love him. Oh my god.
So I'm going to go. 20.
Does Kenku get initiative as well?
Kinku does get initiative, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I will roll now.
I got a 7.
Kinku got a 13. Tiny Kinku with his 13. You got a 7.
Yep.
So Ember 7. What was it? Grug got?
18.
Wonderful. Yes.
Grug is ready.
And Nox.
Did I say 7? Yeah, I got a 7 as well.
It's helpful because at level 7, as a barbarian, I get advantage on initiative, so I get
You
to roll
do, yeah.
twice.
God damn.
Oh,
So, Peth rolled a nat 20. So technically 25, but we go with criticals here. So Peth not only goes first, but goes twice.
Oh.
Fucking Captain America, bro.
And that 20 for initiative hasn't happened in this campaign yet, so I've just flavored that straight off the bat.
Oh, I thought I did it once before, but I don't really remember.
Oh, something is really loud coming through your mic. It stopped.
Is it gone?
Okay. So yeah,
Is it gone or-
yeah, it's gone. It was whenever anyone spoke. I think it might be feeding back, but it seems to have gone for now.
Okay.
Right, so as I was saying, I think I might be wrong. This is the first nat 20 of the campaign. The way I approach this is I won't give him a full extra turn, I'll give him an extra action. And the way he is going to first address this is see a hag and think, fuck, that's ugly. And he's just going to shoot the fucking thing with a crossbow, a heavy crossbow. He rolls to hit with an 18, which hits, and then does 12 damage. Oop. And then for his second action, oh, he actually technically gets 4 attacks here. He's going to reload his crossbow. As it's a heavy crossbow, it needs reloading between shots, and it's an action during the same turn to reload. So he's going to do the same again. 28 to hit, and 10 damage. And then during the end of his turn, after that second shot hits, and Merida is sort of just cringing from these arrows sticking out of each shoulder, sort of one towards her torso. Heather's going to turn to Emrys and just go, who the fuck is that?
We'll explain
You
afterwards.
know this thing?
It's a long story.
And then he is going to end his turn. Leaving it on Grug. It is Grug's turn to punch Merida in the face.
Grug, knowing who she is going to be like, why are you here now?
She sort of cackles and then looks you dead in the eyes and says, you're not so handsome in this light. Licking her lips. The green,
what?
the green stuff just like dripping down. She licks it back up and spits it on the floor.
So you don't want to smash. Okay. Grug is going to take 2 swings at her.
Mm-hmm. Roll a 4 hit for any attacks you are making, sir.
The first one is a nat 1.
That might just miss.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
Does
I
end
would
up with a 10.
still nat 1, but it ends up as a 10, but it's a nat 1. So I
Yeah.
would still like you to roll damage on it.
Fuck, this is going to hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Obviously, 19.
Okay. And the next attack?
Is a 26 to hit.
Okay, that hits. And damage?
18 damage.
18 damage, okay. So, as you take your first swing, you stumble into the cauldron. And as you do, it tips over and empties the scalding, bubbling contents all over your right side, damaging you for the amount that you rolled.
So I did more damage to myself that turn than I did to her.
Yes, you did. But then as you sort of recover from the shock of that, you swing with your sword at Merida and cut through where one of the arrows hit her. And her arm sort of hangs back with the flesh just exposed, like you've cut through the ligaments themselves.
Take that. Ow, ow, ow.
like boiling alive.
Right, is that your whole turn?
Yeah, I don't think she's done anything that made me want to rage yet, so.
Okay, so it would be Kinku next. Kinku,
Get him.
still 5 inches tall and stood upright on Emrys's left shoulder, pulls out a tiny, tiny hand crossbow, points it directly at Merida, and rolls with disadvantage for his size. It's a 2. And as he lets the trigger, a teeny bolt goes directly into where Grug sliced open and does absolutely nothing.
Oh.
Kinku sits down, sort of breathes a heavy sigh, and then just bows his head down in defeat. And with that, that ends his turn, and it is Merida's turn. She has eyes for Grug. And automatically is going to pick up the cauldron with the rest of the small amount of the bubbling liquid inside, and she's going to throw it at your head. That is just how I am flavoring Acid Splash, by the way.
Did you say my head?
Yep.
Ugh.
You take 6 damage.
God damn it. Okay.
It's only 6 acid damage. And I do believe, yep, that ends her turn. Moving on.
Would she have,
Emrys
would she have
and
come into
Nox. Huh?
Would she have come into within 10 feet of Emrys doing that?
No, Grug was stood right next to her.
Okay.
So there's no opportunity if that's what you're asking.
Yep. Just making sure.
Grug attacked first, so they're within range. Emrys and Nox, you both got 7 for initiative. So you can either take your turns together and plan something between each other, or you can decide on who goes first and who goes second.
I don't mind. I'm probably just gonna do some blasting, so.
I'm probably just gonna do some smiting. So yeah, I think so.
You can go first if you want.
No, you go. You go.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this hag.
Indeed. Roll them attacks.
We got a 15.
That hits.
And 10 damage.
Okie dokie.
And was it double? Yeah. Count 2, so 2.
Yeah, so you roll to hit for each blast.
Yeah. And we got a 12 for the second one.
That just about hits.
Ooh. And that only does a 4.
Wonderful. She sort of is blown back a little bit by this. Her arm swings lifelessly as you do that, but she sort of brings herself back instantly and just cackles.
Nasty.
She is absolutely
no
not
go.
controlling her right arm, by the way.
Icky.
Oh.
But she doesn't need to. This brings it back round to Emrys, yes? Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot which way round you went. My bad.
Okay.
Do your thing, mother lover.
He's gonna tell old little
Ooh,
Kinkudo,
hold on.
Oh, shit.
As you were, I accidentally changed scenes in OBS.
Okay. He's gonna tell little Kinkudo to hold on as he just charges in, and I'm gonna use. If I can find it.
Kingo is holding on for dear life. As you rush, she's sort of like swaying from the force, flopping around while both hands hold onto the corner of your pauldron.
Gonna use my vow of enmity to get advantage on my attacks on her
Indeed.
for a bonus action, and then we just gotta start swinging.
Okie dokie.
2 attackies. First one, boom.
Yes.
Nat 20.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
You do double damage for this attack as well, then.
Okay, so that is 9 damage, so 18.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna add a bit of a smite to that.
Indeed. Which adds...
I should have prepared this. That would be an extra reroll those. That's an extra 21 damage.
Extra 21.
That's from the smite. Yeah.
So that's the 18 and the 21.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna swing again.
Christ. Okay.
That one's an 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, that's me done then.
So with the sheer like power of the first one, you've even shocked yourself. You're sort of like so proud and so like cocky now that you just half-assedly swing the next one with one hand, and it just glides straight past her.
Damn. Oh wait, no, I get advantage because I did
Oh.
my vow.
Yeah, roll again.
What about that? Goddamn. That is a 24 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Completely forgot about my vow. I just did. Goddamn.
Okay, yeah. Go for it. What's damage?
It's 9 damage.
Indeed.
Then we're gonna do a cheeky smite
She's fucked.
for 15 damage.
Sheesh.
Now that's me done.
Okay. So as that second attack hits, the two have sort of carved the rest of the sort of joining tissue on that right arm, and the arm just falls to the ground.
Good.
She looks down at it, sort of sobs for a moment, and then sort of laughs, like she's mocking the fact that you've just cut her arm off.
Hmm.
And as she does this, the arm bubbles, a green liquid coming out and bubbling away, and it just rots into nothing.
Oh god.
And that puts
Kinda
it
like
back
when we killed
to
her.
Headstone. No.
Okay.
The cocoon was the bubbling then, but this is like
Right.
rotted away, like it's no more.
Okay.
It's just a green stain where the arm was. Right. Peth is sort of putting the crossbow on his back, grabbing his greatsword, and he's going to aim for the other arm. And with his attack, he just hits. Let's see what his damage is. Solid 12. So that is counted, and then he's going to take another swing. It hits again,
Nice.
and it does a solid 9. But let's see. Did I not give him smite? I swear I did. What was the effect of smite again? Because he's gonna use the same thing.
3d8s.
3d8s. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Roll. Adding an extra 16.
Gotta love smite.
It do be kind of hit. It do be hitting though. Right. As he takes 2 swings with this glowing red-orange greatsword, it cuts deep into the trap area of the hunched over bitch and cuts through the bone, but stops for a moment, and then he hacks back up, and as he brings it down again, the arm just flies off the shoulder. Also then melting away into a green nothing. And that ends Ped's turn, making it Greg's turn again.
Okay.
Get him, Greg.
You've got no arms. Do you submit?
She spits at you.
Well, that's just rude now, isn't it? Greg is gonna
Vanwa is still tied up on the floor, by the way.
If I untie her, is that a bonus action or a full action?
It would be an action, yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to take an attack this turn.
No.
Sorry, Vanwa, and I'm gonna swing twice today.
Mm-hmm. Roll for hit.
22.
That hits.
And just to roll to see if the other one hits.
Yeah.
14.
That hits as well.
Cool.
You are
The
about to
first
obliterate her life points.
21 damage
Okay.
for the first one, and 17 for the second one.
Okie dokie. So, as you swing with your sword, you chop her head clean off.
Oh.
Your first attack actually killed her. As the head drops down into the now upright cauldron, you swing at the body again, cutting it from the neck down, splitting the rest of her torso clean in half.
My God,
You
Grug.
And each half of her, legs still sort of firmly on the floor, drop both into Peth and Emrys, who are either side of her after cutting her arms off.
Oh.
you yield.
As the different sides of her torso hit the two dragonborns, they also bubble up, causing
Oh God.
6 acid damage to each of them.
Ooh. Oh. What the hell, Grug?
I'm going to take that as a no. Guys, keep swinging.
We just jump the body.
The body is literally melted into nothing. There's green stains on the front of both your armors
Oh,
as
it's
you're
in my
facing her.
mouth.
The head, on the other hand, is in the cauldron.
Mm.
Oh.
And Van was just sort of going, mm, mm.
I'm going
Are we
to
still
go
in-
and help her.
Are we still in
Yes.
initiative? Where's it
You
over?
are still technically in combat.
Oh.
As Nox
Oh.
takes the wrap from Vanwa's mouth and unties her, Vanwa stands up, hands blaring flames as she
Oh.
stands, puts them into the cauldron, picks up the head, and just smashes it between her hands
Yeah.
and drops the remains back into the cauldron.
Gross.
Indeed. Vanwa turns to Nox. Thank you. I was trying to say that only her head is actually sentient. The body
Oh.
of hags in our world just develop back over time. You have to destroy the head in order to kill a hag.
Oh.
Tis done.
She
Tis
looks
done.
down at the pile of remains in the cauldron and just says, I think it might be, but I want to be safe. Still hands aflame. She forces down the fire into the cauldron, burning the remains until there is nothing left.
Definitely done.
And then she says, maybe we should leave here now?
You have my vote.
I'm going to agree with that because this place is goopy and spooky.
This is my home, she says as she walks up the stairs.
Goopy and spooky. I like what you've done with the place.
As you reach the door exit in the barber shop, unless you would like to explore further. Question mark.
Could we like search for traces of the hag if she left like any kind of contingency plan around? Or anything?
Does she have any hag swag?
Yeah, any hag swag?
Swag. Oh my god. No, the body completely bubbled away. She didn't leave anything behind for you to get.
Okay.
No, no hag swag.
No hag swag.
But there are, oddly, as before, none of the kidnapped victims are visible. All you do realize
Hmm.
is there are little bones lying around.
Oh
Oh, the
my god,
kids.
she ate
The
them!
kids. Oh,
She did
no.
eat them, yeah. But she's not going to eat any more. Or she is dead.
Oh no.
As you
Oh,
then sort of exit the building, Vanwa is going to place a hand either side of the door
Oh.
and just let the fire channel from her into the house,
Oh god.
burning it
Oh god.
down to the ground.
This is your house. Why are you destroying it?
She turns to Greg and just says, it only houses evil, pain, and hate. Good riddance. And then she goes off to kneel at her father's grave and she says, I must find myself truly. I'm gonna leave this place and all the cursed memories and I'm gonna find my true purpose in life because this cannot be it. And then she, like, sort of kisses her fingers, puts them down to the grave, and says, "Goodbye, father."
You're a strong woman, and you are always more than this.
She just nods and says, "Yeah, I need to attend to some business. I believe my father owned quite a lot before you granted him mercy. I'm gonna go and collect, and then I'm going to find my own adventures." She sort of thanks you all, gives you all a hug each, except Nox, who she barely knows.
Cute.
You got this, kid.
And then she's going to head towards the governmental building that is at the back of the city.
She left me hanging.
She did.
Blast.
She doesn't know you.
But I rescue. I took the thing off her mouth.
Yeah.
Rude.
Greg had a whole emotional moment with her.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is the
I'm just
flower
gonna
still there?
mutter
The
rude.
flower is
under
still
my
there,
breath.
yeah. It's almost like she didn't even see it. Or maybe she expected it to be there.
Oh.
Is it still giving off that negative energy?
You're going to use another charge of detect or
I've
whatever it was
spells
used.
left for that. No.
Okay.
No.
Well, then you have no idea.
It's just a flower. It's just a
Okay.
Right, so as you look down to the flower, you do notice that the black, sort of oily shimmer to it is seeping down and sort of dispersing, and in the place is just a white rose.
Oh,
It is
Can I
pure.
say-
it is purified.
You get a feeling that the curse the hag had left on the barber is now lifted, as that is essentially what it resembled.
Oh.
Merida
Greg
is dead.
Bag of,
Yay.
What was that?
Greg is going to open the bag of sleeping, pull Taciturn out, and be like, "Tassie, it's all done."
Taciturn looks down at the grave and is like, "Who's in there?
Your master.
Rudy?"
Oh, no. Your old master that you bonked on the head.
Taciturn is so moved by imagining Rudy in a grave that he just starts crying uncontrollably and can't hear you.
Greg is also going to start crying, and I imagine Bonk will also start crying.
Yep, the three of you are just stood in a line crying now.
Oh my god, we're a mess.
Guys, you know he's not dead, right?
You can understand Taciturn. You have no idea why they're crying.
Why are you crying now, Grog?
What is wrong, Greg?
What has happened?
God, he's gone.
Who's gone?
Rudy.
He's gone on his adventure. He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Taciturn sort of hears on his adventure, turns sort of in Grug's hand to look Grug dead in the face and just says, "Wait, not in there? So who is in there?"
Your old master, the one we bonked on the head.
Oh. Okay.
Do you recognize this place?
Looks up at the flaming half building that's left. I recognize the glowing orange. Yes, that's fire.
Oh, this is your old house. This is the place I showed you before you went in the bag.
Oh, you brought me back there?
You know I did.
Well, one last goodbye, I guess.
Do you need a wee wee? Go wee wee.
My
I
god.
do, actually. Could you just place me on the ground real quick?
On the grave or on the ground?
On the ground.
Okay.
Taciturn wanders over to the grave, sits on it, and then pisses on it.
Oh no.
Gets back up, shakes his thing.
Cats don't shake.
This one does.
He
This one's
shakes it
special,
off.
okay? Yeah, shakes it off. Sort of just
Hands
like,
on two legs and shakes it, yeah.
no, like shakes his thing, you know? Like, I've achieved
Cats
something.
What cats have you been looking at?
I'm
This
curious
is-
how
Yeah, I don't want to
crazy
know.
Grug is right now.
The cat isn't shaking its pee. It's shaking its butt. Like, you know when cats are about to pounce and they do that little shake?
Oh, what?
He's twerking.
And then it sort of wanders back to Grug and claws up his leg, climb him again.
Oh my god.
Wait, which leg?
The one not covered in acid.
Good. Cool. Just wanted to make sure of that. I am out of character curious. How crazy does everything Grug is at the moment?
Yeah,
Well,
I have no
when
idea what
you-
he's doing.
When you asked the cat if it wanted to pee and then you put it down, it did go and pee.
But I also would have been speaking in meow meows, right?
Yeah, you would have just been going, meow, meow.
Yeah, we have no idea.
I'm guessing I would understand that you're probably using a spell.
And
You also know
Bonk is
Barbarian.
mimicking. Bonk is mimicking every time Grug speaks to an animal. But like, instead of meow, he's like, bang. Just trying to like copy the pitch and like the tone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just weirded out by this strange group of people.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Shall we go tell them the kids are dead?
Yeah. Let's go bring the news. I probably should have grabbed some bones as proof.
You turn back to see if there's any bones left to grab, but against your better judgment, the fire was set and now there is no evidence.
Shit. Alright, I guess we just head back then.
Okie dokie.
As you reach the tavern, Damon is stood outside still, sort of just waiting for you. You get the idea that he doesn't have much to do these days. Ah, hello, my friends. How did it go? Why is there a fire?
Honey didn't like the place. It was evil, so she killed.
All right then. Did you find what you were looking for?
The dead kids? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead.
There wasn't much left of them.
Oh. What was in there? What caused all that?
A hag.
There was a hag here.
You remember
Yes.
Merida?
Ah. Merida?
Hmm.
I do.
Used to own the tavern. Oh, what was it called? Strong Hope?
Strong Hope. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, long story short, she was a hack.
Well, that
Thank you.
explains why everyone liked her, I guess. Those
It's
hags
okay,
are,
she's dead now.
those hags are really good at disguising themselves. I wonder who else could be a hag around here. He sort of starts
God.
looking at passers-by, and he's like trying to suss them out, doing that like eyes on you sort of thing. The one that
Damon's
Drow
a hack.
had actually previously used on him. The like, I'm watching you, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah. Ultimately, he kind of, oh, well, thanks for saving us, I guess. I believe there's a
Okay.
hag living in here. I'm going to talk with Ryder about this. We need to appeal for an actual guardsman.
Sounds like a good idea.
That
Yeah.
it does. Now we just need someone to pay them.
Hmm.
Damon sort of bows his head, thanks you again, and then heads back inside. And all you hear from outside is, Ryder! Fucking hag! In the barber shop! Eating children! And you just hear Ryder sort of, lay off the drink, mate.
This is my favorite duo.
You get the feeling that Damon is probably going to follow up and try and figure something out for maybe a guard, like a police service or something.
He's gonna become a detective.
You get the idea that Damon shouldn't really struggle with trying to get some people to, keep an eye on things with the money that him and Ryder are now making. After all, if 500 is your share, what's their share?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Is there anything else you would like to do while you're here?
Damn. What do you even do after you just witness kids be eaten by a hag?
I think Gruggy's going to turn to Bonk and be like, Bonk, you want to go back to the blacksmith? Did you leave anything there?
Monk spits on the ground and just shakes his head to say no.
Okay, back to the ship we go. Do.
Right. So Grug and Bonk, well, Grug, Bonk, and Taciturn are all headed back to the ship then.
I'll probably go back to the ship.
Okie dokie. Emrys, would you like to have a wander about and see if anything has changed? Maybe go shopping?
Yeah. Maybe I'll have a little look around here.
You did tell
Nothing in
me
mind.
outside of the session that you wanted to
Oh.
find something for Vivek.
Yes. Oh god, but the smith, we killed him.
There's a pet
I
store.
guess. Yeah. You know, I'll go to the pet store. See
Okay.
if they have any Drake-sized barding. Yes.
As you walk past where the blacksmith used to be, you do realize that the building no longer looks burnt out and nasty. And there appears to be a new blacksmith there, also dwarven.
Oh. Is this me or Grug?
This is you. Greg went back to the ship.
Oh.
You're the one in the
Oh,
trade
yeah,
district.
yeah. He didn't want to go back. Oh. Like a freshly built building?
Yep.
Screw it. I'll have a little browse, a little window shop.
Indeed. It has the same forge, which did not really get damaged in the fire because, it contains fire. Why would it burn down? But the building itself is slightly different, built in the same way, but it just looks very new. And the dwarf working the forge is a lot younger than Yorm was. Sees you approach and sort of, hello. You looking for something in particular today?
Do you make armor for horses?
Horses.
Right.
Fetch me the measurements and I'll let you know if I can work with it.
Probably should have thought about that before I came, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, he's gonna head right back out. I'm gonna go fetch. Actually, yeah, I'll go fetch Vivek's.
You can't. She's not allowed in the city.
How did I get her to Damon last time?
You were given one exception.
Word.
Because you would have taken her from the stables to the ship. That was the only time she was allowed to pass through, and it was the docks, which are a different size to the trade district. Less busy.
Oh god, okay. I think if Emrys is going to go back to the ship, he would if he can find Grug and Bonk. He'll let them know that the place is rebuilt.
Ooh.
It's fresh. As he goes and business himself with I don't think he understands how measurements work for barding, but he's going to do his utmost best. Maybe Pev can help.
Ped may help. Ped is actually with you at the time as well. So you could ask Ped if he would know what these measurements would be now.
I feel like, oh god, I've already gone back to the ship.
You can rewind. I'll give you a rewind.
Yeah, we'll rewind. I keep forgetting he's just following me around.
No, walk all the way, back and back again.
We walk back to the ship, then we walk back because we realized Beth was there.
You've realized you're not alone.
Okay.
And
Like
Kinku is also still on your shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Kinku knows the exact measurements of Vivek.
Kinku's too small to make an educated guess. Everything looks different to him. And he can't tell you anyway. He doesn't speak.
I feel like as Emrys gets asked this, like a kid who's waiting for his mom to get back to the line, as it's his turn in the shop to pay, he turns to fucking He turns to Pef.
Now 50p.
You know the. I didn't think about. I don't know the measurements, Pef.
Beth sort of takes a moment. Do you have parchment and a quill? Looking at the blacksmith. And the dwarven blacksmith looks up and goes, yeah? Why? Horses are fairly standard measures. You've got small, medium, large. And Peth kind of just looks at Emrys and goes, might need like extra large.
Yeah. Drake sized.
Drake sized. Then why not use the word Drake? Why say it's for a horse? Peth is sort of just laughing at you at this point.
Very good at public things.
All right. Bad him for a Drake. Give me half hour. I might have something I can whip up real quick.
Any kind of price range we're thinking of?
Hmm?
Any kind of a price range we're thinking of?
150. Lifetime guarantee.
Insurance.
Insurance indeed, sir. See, my father who ran this place before, he didn't know how to make friends, but, you know.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's a deal. I'm gonna. Yeah. Hearing the father. How long was that? A day's time, you said?
Hmm?
How long for the wait, did you say?
Half hour.
Half hour. I had a day, goddamn. Okay. Emrys is gonna scuttle out and he's gonna return to the ship.
Head follows. But as you get back to the docks, he says, oh, I've just got to meet an old friend. I'll see you shortly. I'll join you back here. And then we can go pick up your Bardin together. And he slinks
Thank you
off.
for making that less awkward than it needed to be.
Of course. And he sort of just slinks off down the right side of where you would unboard the ship towards another ship. Much larger than your own, but not as cool.
Does it have a name on the front?
You don't see one. But as he gets aboard, you see him shake hands with a elderly human. Sort of, they just sit on the deck and they just drink together and just do their thing. About 5-10 minutes pass. He returns, slightly merry. Hey, friend. Has it been half hour yet?
No, not even close.
Oh, shit.
Look, Mary.
Yeah. Catching up with an old friend. Fizz actually introduced us. Yeah. He's an inventor of, or something, I don't know. Sells gadgets. Little gizmos.
Like Kinku?
Yeah. But like, not so much liquid in bottles, I guess. Sells more interesting weapons. Ones you would have never seen. He actually made this, and he grabs the greatsword from his back, pulls it out, and you see the same red-orange glow to this great, amazing, immaculate sword. Yeah, he does them, and then he puts it back.
Is it similar to the one that Grug has in any way? Like like an enchantment maybe or something?
Not an enchantment, no. It's, puts things in them. Like, potions and stuff. Really knows how to drink, too.
It's going to be a good contact for the war effort. F.
Think of that. Maybe that's why Fizzman knows him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We could use some of those weapons.
Yeah, we could. Maybe I'll talk to him again later. Before we go to hell.
It still feels weird to say. Weird to say.
It does. Been there before, though. Ain't too bad.
You've been to hell?
Yeah. There's no hell like losing an entire tribe, my friend.
Hmm.
He sort of bows his head down solemnly. Puts one hand on your shoulder and just, I miss him. Our
I
families,
know.
great warriors, reduced by a prick.
A coward.
Too right. But anyway, things are looking better for us at least. We're on the rise. Closer to fulfilling both our vows. So, what are you gonna do when we chop his fucking head off?
I haven't really planned that far, to be honest. Until recently, a few days ago, I didn't even think this would be possible.
Might be something worth thinking about. For me, I'm going back to the monastery. See if they'll take me back in. You're more than welcome to join me.
Hmm. I'll think about it.
Of course.
I
Take your
don't ever
time.
belong in a place like that.
Me neither, but it took me in before. They might again.
We'll talk more about it when we kill the bastard.
Too right. He sort of slinks back off to the ship. I'm gonna have another drink. Talk to him about, if he's helping us or if he's making money. He waves, sort of stumbles as he goes, and then heads back to the ship. And you see him sort of just walk straight onto the ship, fall over, flat on his face. And then the elderly man
Jeez.
helps him back up and hands him another drink. And they sit together and they drink together.
Strong drink, goddamn.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Emrys will just busy himself with back on the ship looking after Vivek's getting her ready for a few more minutes then.
Yeah. Say about 15 more minutes pass, and you think maybe it's time to go and see. Is there anyone you would ask to go with you, as you are now technically alone?
I would absolutely
Or-
tell Grug and Bonk that it's been refurbished, rebuilt, and that the
Mhm.
son of the man of what was his name? Yorm? I think it was Yorm.
Yorm was the one you killed. Yes.
The son of Yorm is now in charge if that gets any reaction from Bonk whatsoever. I can find them.
Grug, where did you go?
Just to the ship. I probably would have been mulling about. It wasn't like I was.
Still chilling on deck then.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone to my room or anything.
Mhm. So you do find Grug quite easily. He is large. The top deck of the ship isn't that
Absolutely,
big.
yeah.
Most of it is probably taken up by Vivix and Lawsuit. Drow is sort of still sat with Lawsuit, just trying to understand the raptor noises they're making, trying to sort of translate for themselves. Not going well. Feeding them
I forgot how
chunks of
cramped it
meat.
is.
It is very cramped for such a small
Yeah.
ship. Yeah, it's only like a little schooner or something. Very small.
I'll make my way to Grug then. Approach
Mhm.
them.
And Pev did also say he would like to go with you. And he's wasted
Right.
now.
Yeah, he's on the other boat still, right? Or is he on this one?
He's on the other one with the older fella.
Alright. Emrys with like a weird, like he's got some grave news to give kind of vibe about him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Grug.
Hello.
Did Bonk ever tell you that Yorm had a son?
No. Bong, did you know Yorm had a son?
Bunk nods and just, Bunk.
Okay, he
Well,
knew.
said son is now in charge of the place we destroyed.
Bonk suddenly looks very excited. And in Orcish is going to tell Grug that Fadir, the son, always treated Bonk with nothing but love.
Dear.
Fedyr for reference. Fadir.
Fedyr. Okay, cool. Nope time.
Well, I'll be making my way back to get some barding for Viveks if you want to come see.
Bonk sort of leans towards Emrys as if trying to climb aboard his shoulder instead for a brief moment.
Oh God.
But Kinku is in the way. So Bonk ultimately sits back and sort of nudges Grug. And then Orcish says, I think I'd like to see him.
Okay.
Yeah. Good friend.
I think because Grug's brain is now fried with how many languages he's speaking, he's going to respond to Emrys
Sort of just-
in rap.
Yeah, sort of
In-
just like
Just-
overloading. What language did you say he's going to reply in?
in Raptor.
Okay.
My God.
But what do you say?
Yeah, will come, but just like
Nailed it. Lawsuit yowls at you. Where? Where are you going?
huh? Sorry, wrong language.
Lawsuit kind of throws his eyes up like,
I'm then gonna in cat go get will come.
so
I just
all,
look at him, got out.
all Emrys then hears is meow.
Are you okay, Greg? You haven't been the same since Rudy left.
Crying
He's-
in cat now. Oh my god.
Yeah, you just can see tears start coming from his eyes.
He's gonna like awkwardly try to give the same hug that Grug gave to him back in Fairwater.
Oh.
Bit of a bear
Greg is
hug,
gonna
kind of.
fully embrace you. Like you kind of go in
Aw.
gingerly. Grug is gonna just like
Yeah.
dive onto your shoulder, the opposite shoulder to Kinky, and just cry into that shoulder.
He's like gingerly patting his back, doesn't fully know how to dedicate.
Yeah, with your arm sort of like around Emrys, you also feel the tiny pat from Kinku as he
Aw.
pats you as well. Emrys,
Kinku
what you
and
feel
Bonk.
is the strongest bear hug you've ever had.
Yeah.
It's almost like your armor is going to crush you.
God. You know what? Grug needs this.
Okay,
not gonna stop.
okay. I think I'm okay for now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you take this for now, Grug, and then I'll take the hat that Rudy gave me. And put it on Bob's head. Now you have the hat and the look. Rudy is with you, Grug.
Bonk points at the hat and in Orcish says, Captain's hat.
You're right. He's finally acknowledging me as captain. I'm gonna say all this in Orcish so Emrys does not understand.
Mm-hmm. And
I
Bonk's
think at
gonna
this
be
point he knows.
Bonk's gonna be sort of like jumping up and down on your shoulder. Captain Grug, Captain Grug.
And you are co-captain Bonk.
Bonk.
And you can be first mate Tassie.
Taciturn is in the bag of sleep right now, still.
Ah, damn it.
Did you say that in
I'll just say
cat?
that to Bonk then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say that to Bonk then, and they can be first mate Taciturn. Tassie.
The jump in on your shoulder, sort of grabbing onto the front of you to steady himself, intensifies, and he's just Bonk, Bonk, Bonk.
Can I just say, Nox came back to the ship and was kind of just by the edge, looking out at the ocean, thinking about
Yeah, you've witnessed the whole thing.
going home and stuff. And she's just turned around, witnessed this whole thing, and she's just like What kind of emotional bunch of randos?
Yeah, the only
Are
thing
you
going through
guys?
Nox's head after being raised by primarily military parents is you're not used to seeing this level of like interaction, empathy, or sympathy. Like this is all completely alien to you.
Yes.
And the
You're
only
the weakest, most emotional band of adventurers I've ever met.
I'm not emotional.
You
Yeah.
cry every 5 minutes.
Oh. Just kind of looked depressed. Oh yeah, she's right. Oh god.
And yet somehow you succeed.
Let's go
Because of the
save
family.
Faye. Let's go see Faye.
Fedric.
For the
The dear, I am
Fedric.
the Grug, so I am allowed to nickname. You're not.
Emrys would not have
Yeah.
heard the word Fedia because Grug was actually speaking
Oh
Orcish,
yeah.
and it would have translated more or less into what Grug calls him.
It's like talking to a zoo at this point. God damn.
Yeah, none of you naturally understand each other. It's crazy.
I think he only said like 5 words to me in that whole conversation.
Yeah, you
Okay.
have no idea what the fuck is happening at this point. You're just sort of like,
Yeah.
okay, so Grug's coming with me.
Okay, yeah, I assume Grug is coming. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go see Faye.
Just
Okay.
turn to Nox without you okay staying here for a while?
You guys just carry on with whatever the fuck you're doing.
Don't you want to come with us?
Could be some cool
What?
weapons inside.
You're going to a blacksmith?
Yeah.
Oh, fine,
No, just
fine. But
any
no more weird shit.
The blacksmith.
The blacksmith.
Bonk leans in towards Nox, still on Grug's shoulder, and goes, bonk, bonk, bonk.
Wait, doesn't
Okay.
Bonk speak of Infernal?
He's a Pokemon now.
He's an imp.
He understands Infernal.
Ah, so he couldn't speak it. I was going to say, because in theory, he could speak to Nox and I couldn't.
Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh yeah.
no
true.
one has spoken Infernal in front of Bonk.
Okay.
True.
Oh wait, can I ask Bonk? I'll be like, is this trip gonna be worth my while in Infernal?
Bonk's face lights up as you speak Infernal, and in perfect Infernal, he addresses you. I think so. I mean, he's a really nice guy. He's really good at what he does, and you know, what have you got to lose just by going shopping?
Finally, someone that makes sense.
The most functional member.
Thank you, Bonk. Yes, I will come with you.
Grug at this point, not actually understanding what's happened, is going to be like, what?
Bonk turns
Emrys is
back
just
to face
confused.
Grug and just goes, Bonk!
This is what it's like, Grug. This is what it's like.
What?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Neither do we.
Bonk speaks Infernal, so we can have a proper conversation.
Bonk!
Bonk, why didn't you tell me you knew this?
In
Grug would have learnt for you.
Broken Orcish, he addresses Grug's question just with, Bonk speak Orc. No need Infernal.
True.
Bonk is a multilingual queen.
Bonk knows 3 languages.
God damn, he's our translator.
Wait,
And
what's
he
the
can
third?
and he can understand common. So you've got Infernal. He's partially fluent in Orc. And he speaks Bonk.
Okay, true. I forgot about Bonk.
Bonk is an emotive language. There's no words, it's just noise.
Greg speaks it as well. Greg is away.
Everyone
Bonk.
can speak bonk, they just don't know it yet.
Bonk.
We are bonk.
But yes, you all have now decided to return to the blacksmith.
Yeah, I'll go fetch Pev.
Okay. As you are leaving the Bahamut's Blessing to go fetch Peth, you look to the ship that he's on and you see him tumble, almost cartwheel, down the off-ramp,
Oh god.
falling straight into the side of the building opposite, smashing his face into it.
Oof.
Hurriedly trying to get up, he kind of falls over, catches himself, turns to look at you and says, I'm okay. I'm okay.
What have you been drinking?
I don't know. Good
Do
shit.
you have any more?
He does,
Do you
and he
have
points at the elderly human that is stood above on the off ramp, still sort of on the ship. The human waves
going
you
to
over
wave.
and greetings, friends. How are you? Perfectly stone cold sober.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What have you given to him?
Do you want some?
Yes.
What is it?
Nox has not learned their lesson.
I will never learn my lesson.
Okay, he
You
hands
shrink
each
just by
of you a tiny vial.
No, why is it always in a tiny?
Not
So it's
always.
doses.
The Maverick potion was in a very large glass and then
You
poured
said
into pints.
vial.
Yeah, a large glass vial, like a potion glass.
When I see,
And I said it was
a
5
vial,
pints large.
yeah, you did say that afterwards.
Yeah. But no, he hands you like tiny, almost like, I don't know, if you were to go by shot measurements, they would be like a half shot each.
Good. We
He
doing
hands,
shots?
he hands one
Doing
to
shots in the
every
streets.
single living creature that is in the party and with the party, including Kinku and Bonk.
I'm going to toast to Bonk in Infernal.
You're gonna drink it here in the street?
Bonk
Hell yeah.
raises the vial after smelling it and sort of in perfect infernal just says, I recognize this one. I like this man. And then just downs the whole thing.
What a cultured little gentleman.
What a...
Yeah, I'm gonna take the shot.
Greg is not, because Greg does not drink alcohol.
I'll give mine to
Are you just gonna hold it, refuse it?
I'm going to hold it, but I'm just not going to drink it.
Okay.
Greg
As
does not
you-
realize this is what I wanted from him.
So after seeing everyone else drink the tiny amount of liquid they've been given, the old man smiles and says, Fizzban made that.
I'm
Legend.
not surprised.
He calls
Oh,
it
fizzy.
he calls it Dragon's Chest here. Because that's what it's gonna give you. Personally, does nothing to me. Don't know why. But tastes great.
Hmm.
And anyone who has drank it, it literally just feels like you have downed the tiniest shot of lava you possibly could.
Ooh.
But what's left of your taste buds feel incredible.
That is some good stuff.
It literally tastes like your favorite drink, no matter what it is.
I'm just gonna give mine to Nox. I don't drink, it's fine.
Nice.
The old man, as you hand it to Nox, is like, oh, it's not alcohol.
Oh.
What?
No, it's something Fizzban made
Black.
himself.
Oh.
But why is Peth wasted?
Yeah, what happened to Pev?
Drink it and find out.
I did.
You did indeed,
Wait.
but Emrys didn't.
I have something I need to get to. I don't think I should show up like that.
It affects everyone differently.
Oh. Okay, fine. I'll just shoot it back.
Peer pressure.
I hate peer pressure.
Right. As
Yeah.
you are drinking this tiny vial, the old man says, "But it really helps with my creativity. I was never this good of an inventor until this stuff."
Mm.
And then he sits down just on the deck and drinks 3 of them in one. Like one
I
after
like
the
this
other.
man.
As you have drank this and the heat sort of takes over, you can feel it slowly spreading around your entire body. All of you who have drank it. I think Grug is the only one that hasn't.
Nope.
Bonk is sort of just sat on your shoulder now, head lolling around. It leans on you, sort of like he's about to fall over. And all you can hear
Bonk.
from him is bang, bang, bang. And he just drops sort of into the partially open sack that Taciturn is in. And just falls asleep. And you could just hear him sort of merrily shuffling around. And, like, you imagine he's having just a really good active dream.
Bonk was the one-
Psychoactive, one may say. After the warmth completely spreads throughout your bodies, those who have drank it, you start to notice colors are just so much more vibrant.
Whoa.
What is
And
in this? What is
you
this?
feel
is-
weightless. Anything you're currently touching just feels really good. Like really pleasant to the touch.
Pass me that cat.
Almost like it's tingling.
Give me grug.
And Pez sort of has stumbled his way over to you, put his hand on Emrys's shoulder, and just gone,
Whoa.
really good, right?
Start touching.
He just like stroking his face or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does the same to you, and he's like,
When did you start feeling so good?
They're gonna kiss.
Can you
This
roll
feels like-
charisma, Emrys?
A charisma? Just a roll or like a persuasion or something? What are they
Just
gonna-
straight up charisma.
Okay. That is a 22.
Damn.
In your state of heightened sense, and
Oh, no.
with your with this like new actively psycho enhancing thing that you've just put inside you.
Mm.
And Pev also being affected by this, as you say that you never realized that he felt that good, he's going to lean in for a kiss.
Oh no. No. No.
The
Grug
Riz
called
was
it.
too strong.
There is.
Grug called it.
I'm not gonna like deny it nor give it back. I'm just gonna just
Just
stand there
like
what
allow
the
it to
hell?
happen.
Like
Okay.
what the hell? What the fuck?
Right, so he kisses you on the nose and then backs out and goes,
God.
"Whoa, that felt different." Then you sort of looking around, like, not right, but like, not wrong. And he's just gonna start wandering in circles, just touching everyone and like sitting down on the floor once he's made his way around you, and then just stroking the floor.
Emrys is just sitting there a little bit, just like what just happened?
The old man is just sat, sorry, just laughing at all of you, and just puts his hands together, and he's just like, "Thank you, Fizzban, for another wonderful adventure."
What a matchmaker! Oh my god. Tail is wagging. Okay.
Yeah, so you're all high as fuck.
Nice, let's go and touch some fire.
Oh my god, it's gonna touch everything.
Grug.
So Grug, you
Grug's
are
Looks like the
currently
babysitter.
Grug, you are currently the most responsible member of the party. Where would you like to take them?
The sober friend.
To the what's it called? Blacksmith, where they wanted to go initially.
Okie dokie.
Greg is designated driver.
After about an hour, you get there. It's a like 10-minute journey at most. And as you all come to the blacksmith's building, sure enough, Vadir is still stood there. He has the what was it called again? Batting. That's the one. He has the batting ready. But Emrys, you are too fucked up to notice.
Just like, whoa. That's cool.
You see the magnificent beard on this dwarf, and you immediately just want to touch it.
Whoa. I reach for the beard.
He unsheaths an axe, a hand axe from his side, and he says, "Money, take this, go."
Oh god. Am I in my right mind to give the right amount?
Greg is just going to be like, how much?
150, I think I said. And then he's sort
I
of
think you
watching
said
Emrys out the corner of his eyes, and he's like, "You gonna back off a little?"
I'm going to pull Emrys back a little bit so we can't touch the beard.
No. 200 and I get to touch the beard.
While I'm pulling him back, I'm also going to take the bag of money that I know he took from the bar.
Oh.
And
So,
say, he said 100, so I'm a bit confused.
was it 100 or was it 150? I can't remember.
I don't know. I'm making
It
this
was
up. He's trying to
150. Okay.
200 and I get to touch the beard.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Yes.
Both of you, Grog and Emrys.
I have a +6 to persuasion. God damn.
I've got a +1, so
Emrys, roll for persuasion again. You're rolling with disadvantage.
Oh shit, okay.
I got a 17.
Wonderful. Okay,
Oh,
so
that's
when you say about the 100, he says, sorry, yeah, I must have said 100. You're the only sober-looking one here. You can't be lying to me, right? You would tell the truth." And he looks you dead in the eyes.
Okay,
Squinting
Greg lied.
almost.
It was 150. I'm sorry.
Grog.
He believed you. Okay, what
Guilt
was
is tore my heart.
Emrys's result?
The first one was a 16, the second one was a nat 20, but 16 was the lower one.
Okay, yeah, so the 16 is what we take. He, after Grug practically cried and said sorry for lying, he's going to look at Emrys and just be like, "Fine,
One touch.
150 with the stroke of a beard.
160.
okay.
One quick stroke." And his eyes narrow with every word.
2 strokes.
One. And he brandishes the hand axe once more. 1.
Greg is just going to look at him and go, bonk.
As he looks up to see the sack of limbs in front of you, as they are, Bong is very high while sleeping. He is moving around a lot, grumbling. He's like, "Did you say bonk?"
Bonk.
The imp. Bonk.
Bonk.
Bonk is in the sleeping sack. He's not going to say anything, by the way.
Oh, no, I know.
But yeah,
Like
he's sort of like looking at you puzzled, like, "Why do you know the name?" And his eyes are darting between Grug's eyes and the sack.
Because my best friend is Bonk.
Where is he? Is that him? And he points to the sack.
Maybe. Greg is
was-
going to get a little bit shifty now because he's seeming a bit shifty.
Vadir, staring at the sack, drops the hand axe to the ground, pushes the batting to Emrys, walks right up to you, and just says, "My best friend."
No, my best friend.
Going to fight for Bonk now.
I haven't seen Bonk in so long. Can I see him?
I can wake him up for you.
Please.
Yeah, I'll reach into the bag and pull out Bonk in his high as fuck state.
Yep. As Bonk comes out of the bag, he's sort of drooling away and he's just bang, bang, bang. Just singing just the word bonk. And then he's gonna look down at Fidia and just sort of bonk. And Fidia is going to hold his arms out for a hug from Bonk. And Bonk is going to try and hug him back, but you still have a hold of him, so we can't.
I'm gonna let him hug him, even though it like kills me a little bit inside.
He goes in for the hug, sort of cradling the shoulders of Fidia. And then in Orcish, in Broken Orcish, she's going to turn to you and say, he's the only one that was nice to me before you. Everyone else not friend. And he's going to let a single tear roll out, and then he's going to pat Fidia on the head, and then he's going to turn. But I'd like to go back to Grug now. And he's going to hold up his arms for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him back on my shoulder.
Fidia, while you pick Bonk back up and put him on your shoulder, is going to notice the amulet that you got from Yom.
Yep.
And he's gonna look you dead in the eyes and say, "You are the one.
Not me.
You killed
I
my
don't have that
father."
honor. I didn't.
Fuck.
I didn't have that honor.
Bonk stands on your shoulder, hand high in the air, like trying to ask a question in class. And in
Not
Orcish, she's
holding-
gonna say, "Tell him it was me."
Okay, it was Bonk.
Fidia looks up at Bonk, looks back at you, and says, "Well, the Chad body had different weapons thrown into it, you know. They don't all add up to just little Bonk here. Who helped?"
The party. I didn't actually get to hit him.
So, and he looks at Emrys, Beth, Nox, all high as fuck, swaying around. These,
I'm just
these
shaking my head,
idiots.
going, "Not me. Mm-mm."
Well, not
Mm.
this one and this one, pointing at Pev, and Nox. But I'm going to point to Emery and be like, but this guy, he did the most damage.
As he
Whoa, I
looks
didn't hit
up,
him once.
as he looks up at Emrys, he notices Kenku on his shoulder and goes, "What about the little one?"
Oh, not him either.
Oh,
These are all new.
okay.
I'm too busy with the body.
And then he looks at Emrys, grabs him by the front of his armor, pulls him down to his level, and hugs him.
Does he feel good?
Oh.
That was an evil, evil man. You freed Bonk from what used to be my father.
Oh.
Take good care of Bonk. And this one, and he points at the building, is on the house. And he just hands you Vivix's new armor, essentially.
I gingerly touch his beard, like promise.
As you do, he sort of looks sort of flabbergasted, like, "Oh, didn't expect that." And then he goes, 2.
It feels good.
He's given you permission to touch it again by saying
Dude,
two
Oh.
strokes of the beard.
I want to give it to Nox.
What, the beard?
Come touch the beard.
Vedia
Yes, I will approach.
Vedia sort of like backs off. Not too much.
Just one.
But I only had one.
You're scaring him at this point. He's just like trying to back away, and he's like, "Okay,
Hey.
Okay, guys, I think it's time for us to leave this nice gentleman alone.
Some good stuff.
Okay.
Vedia is gonna sort of like
Okay.
just meet eyes with Greg again. So, what do I call you?
Oh, I'm Grug.
Oh, nice to meet you,
Nice to meet you, Faye.
Faye.
Fed-
Vedia.
Faye dear.
My name is Vedia, son of
Faye
Yorm.
dear.
Unfortunately,
Son of arsehole. Faye dear.
Yeah. He's gonna just nod and yeah, pretty much. Well, if there's anything else you need before you leave, just feel free to ask. That one's free,
Nox
but
is gonna slowly raise her hand and say, "Beard."
I'm gonna slowly raise her hand back down.
just like pushing her down, like no.
Yeah.
What do they give us?
Okay.
Oh my god.
If you would like to know the exact effects of what you were given, Google the effects of MDMA.
Okay.
NBA.
MDMA. Ecstasy.
I figured whether that was where it had gone.
Yeah.
It was so fucking innocent from Kinky though. Just be like, MDA?
I don't know what that is.
I didn't sign an NDA.
I didn't sign nothing.
No, basically, Fizzman has created his own version of Ecstasy, which is now available through the Artificer, who you didn't get the name of,
Bruh.
but Peth will
Damn,
know his name.
I need to get his name.
He drugged us in the streets.
Yep. And you allowed it to happen.
We didn't know it was drugs.
He told you it wasn't alcohol. And Peth is clearly fucked up. What did you expect it to be?
You know what? You got a point. Yeah. Chris only has 8 intelligence. Okay.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that is essentially all there is for you to do. But you are high as fuck and maybe feeling a little inquisitive. If there's any way you would like to go, anything you would like to do, just do it.
I think Grug is just shepherding us at this point. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Clutching the body. How big is it, by the way? It's like a drake, right?
It's essentially like 8 foot long. So as you're pulling it around, you're just dragging it behind you, not thinking about it because you're too fucked up to even realize the damage it could cause.
I do have 18 strength, sure. I think I'm fine.
Yeah, you can carry it. It's fairly light. You just don't know that it is light.
I'm like hitting people when I turn around with it and stuff, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Like there's people like tripping over it and sort of, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
As you're like swaying side to side as Grug shepherds you back to the ship.
Yeah. I'm just straight to Vivex. I'm just stroking her, giving her the body.
Yeah. So what's the plan? What is Grug gonna shepherd them to next?
Is it like a carpet store or something? Or rugs?
I
There's
mean,
a
there
rug
would
merchant.
be like clothing shops that use large like rolls of fabric to make clothes.
I would like to take the high as fuck people who want to touch stuff to one of
Oh
those
my
stores.
god.
Oh, wonderful!
Genius.
Just as you reach the corner of the trade district, so closest side to the fountain, as you're like sort of in the direction of the ship from the blacksmith, you do come across a clothing store. And as you walk in, and the party sort of just follows you, swaying side to side, almost in unison, sometimes bumping into each other, sometimes bumping into other people, maybe a wall. You are greeted by an elven lady who is sort of a bit older than a lot of the elves that you would have met, Grug,
Yeah.
but ultimately still looks quite young in the face. And she greets you, looks around at everyone and says, how can I help? Already looks done with your shit.
How much to let these people into your store to stroke stuff?
She looks around at the mass of customers that she has and says, would you just, why would they want to touch everything? Why,
Because they like to touch things.
Grug not
Aye.
understanding how this works?
Finest
I would
cop.
like to buy your finest cloak.
No, you wouldn't. No.
A nice big cloak I can swoosh.
Your largest rug.
No, guys. Okay.
The elf lady completely ignores anything Grug is about to say at the prospect of earning money, runs to the back of the store, through the crowd, and comes back with what appears to be a wolf fur pelt cape, throws it
my.
at Nox and says, this one,
Whoa.
this one, very good. It would look wonderful on you. And then
Oh, and it is
just
it's
literally
very
just a
soft.
carved up piece of fabric that she places in Emrys's hands and just says, I think this might be what you're after.
No, I
And
want one
as
of
it-
those now. I want the cloak.
As it meets your hands, it feels like the single greatest thing you've ever touched.
Oh my god.
It's like silk the way it flows. But as it touches you, it just feels soft and warm in all the best ways.
I put it around me like a cloak, like a blanket.
I just imagine
Now-
like the Dragonborn with a dopey smile on his face, just sort of like with a broken ass tablecloth around him, just like, hey.
See, now you ignored Grug, and they don't have money, so we're just gonna leave with the stuff. Okay, bye.
Oh, they have money. You
No, I
only
know
took
they
the bag of gold that was given to you.
Oh no, I know. She doesn't know that.
I'm just
She's
gonna rob this one.
hearing this, she is gonna snatch just the cape back and then sort
What?
of
Put
look
it
at
back
Emrys and be
on.
like, you can keep that one though, that's just trimmings.
Put the cape back on. I have coin.
Coin first.
How much coin?
70.
Oh, done.
Oh,
But
That's
how
a steal.
much? How much to have it dyed some sort of hellfire red?
Ooh.
70 sold you way too fast. An extra 125 for that.
Just
Whoa.
for the dye? I can't even feel the
Whoa.
dye. I'll dye it myself in blood.
Whoa.
The
Grug
elf.
is Nox, just kind of shake a little bit and just go, you are paying 70 for a non-magical item. It is just a cloak.
It's a pretty cloak.
You could go
Yeah.
find a wolf and kill it and get exactly the same thing.
It's pretty cloak. Look how it swoosh.
The elf is still holding the cloak, but is sort of like
Swoosh.
waiting for the money with her other hand.
Swoosh.
No, you're not getting 70 for this.
Swoosh.
I
I
want
have
one
my
too.
own money. Swoosh.
Yeah, Nox would have actually had her own money before you guys even met her.
Oh,
She
bro,
comes-
I'm well aware everyone has money. I'm trying to save the.
She comes from the circle of hell that is known for its greed. They are very rich. 70 gold is like 20p.
Swoosh. I will take it.
Greg is going to give up at this point and start walking back to the ship and leave them.
Okie dokie.
Yes.
Life good.
So you pay the lady?
I pay the lady to get my swoosh.
She places the cloak over the arm that is leaving the gold in her hand. She says, thank you, have a nice day. And then just
Yes.
swiftly turns around and just walks over to the desk that she has and places the money in her lockbox.
Yay, I'm happy now.
Swoosh.
I'm just swooshing. I'm just start like twirling around the shop asking random shoppers how I look.
They're all sort of like very offended that you would even talk to them. And they very much are just like, yes, wonderful. And then sort of going about their business, all very sarcastic.
Fine, you broke ass randos. I'm gonna go and enjoy my cape outside. And I leave.
Indeed. So,
I follow with
no
my
way, bro.
fabric.
Oh, Grug already left them. I wasn't joking. Grug's just got fed up and just
Got so embarrassed.
Greg is
Can't
very
leave like
impatient.
this.
Grog.
Right, so
Here
you're all,
plays a
stood,
bug.
you're all stood sort of, as you walk out, you are more or less facing the fountain. It's a little bit to your left. If you head further left, you're back towards the road of the docks, passing the tavern. The trade district is to your right, and the smoldering ashes of the barbershop are directly in front of you.
Oh, what do we do?
Grog,
What is
where did
food
you
tasting?
go?
Where's Grug?
Come back. You can try on my cape.
Are we just shouting for Grug outside the shop?
Yeah, just yelling.
Grug.
Would Grug hear this?
It depends how far you've walked by now. Which way did you go?
Back to the ship. I was done.
Okay, you would hear them, yeah. But it would be
Okay,
faint.
Grug's gonna kind of turn around and just start to slowly walk back. Really slowly.
Grug.
Okay. Are you coming?
Where are we going?
We're
Where?
going back to the ship so you guys can sleep.
Oh, okay, I like sleep.
You've
want
been awake
food.
for 3 hours.
I like sleep. Let's go.
Okay. Grug is gonna lead them back to the ship.
Indeed. The old man is waiting at the bottom of the off ramp with more vials, but the liquid inside is very different. And he's gonna be like,
Ooh.
so, how'd it go?
My friend. My good friend. That was some good shit.
There's gonna sort of point at him and just go, you did it again, you bastard.
Do you like my cape?
Sweet.
The old man looks at you like swaying with it and just very nice.
Do you like
See,
my cake?
someone has taste.
I never
I
said
just
it
want
wasn't
fabric.
nice. I just said it wasn't worth 70 gold.
It was worth every penny.
It was worth way more.
Anyone who drank from the previous vials, he is going to offer you these ones with a different colored liquid inside.
Ooh.
He just stretches his arms out towards you like, here you go. Would you like the fix?
Give it to them.
Just,
Give it to them
Ooh.
now.
what flavor is this one?
Whatever you want it to be. Just think about it really hard and it'll come to you.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm going to shot this one.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta think about my nice fabric while I drink it.
It's the opposite feeling as the temperature that the other one gave you. It's very cold.
Oh,
It's
good
sort
thing I
of-
have my cape.
Seeps through you. You can feel it. You can feel it sort of hitting like through your veins almost. And as the cold hits your entire body, it sort of fades away. You feel a bit warm. You still feel a bit spinny, but ultimately the effects have more or less worn away almost like within that like 3 seconds that it takes.
Whoa. I have not felt like that since I last went back to Mintharos.
Why am I
The
wearing
old man-
fabric?
The old man is just chuckling. Sort of looks around. Whenever you want more, just call. Just get in touch.
And what was your name, good sir?
With a cheeky smile, he raises his coat to sort of cover his face, and when it drops, he is none other than Fizban himself.
Oh my god.
Fucking course it is.
My friends
Legend.
I hate him.
is the eccentric old man that you all know and love. And then Pez.
Just legend.
Pez, who has not taken the antidote and is still high as fuck, points at Fizban and goes, "You fucking dick! You
You
told
drugged
me you knew Fizban, nor that you were Fizban." And Fizban just smiles. "I also told you I know Madu."
Yeah, he's the dude.
You're just a pathological liar. That's what you are.
When one's
this guy.
identity is not a truth, why would he tell the truth? And then he steps back onto the ship It just says, "Have fun in hell, friends," and
That's grim.
hits the off ramp off the ship, and it instantly just starts sailing with no one at the helm.
Oh,
That's
you got the
waving
magic
to you. What was that, Greg?
That's not as good as ours. It doesn't have a captain.
Some grug.
Bizban is just smiling as he gets smaller and smaller, going off into the distance.
He just drugged us and dipped, bro.
I mean, he didn't drug you, he gave you drugs. You took
True.
them.
Yes. He is a dealer.
Very willingly, I want to point out.
You did take them very willingly,
thought it was
knowing
like
it wasn't
juice.
alcohol, but it fucked Peth up.
But I saw him and thought, yes, that's what I want.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Peer pressured.
As he's sailing away, Greg is gonna pull out the one vial that he kept. And be like, I've still got this one.
Oh, you do.
Greg, keep that safe for a rainy day.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Peth is gonna point at it and just go, "Can I have it?"
Oh.
Do not give it to him.
No.
Oh,
Wait, do we have any
spoil
fixes
sport.
left?
Peth is holding one.
Okay, drink that, Pef, please.
I don't want to feel normal now. Maybe later.
Okay.
It's
Greg
still
is gonna
early.
take.
Greg
Greg
is
wants to
gonna-
take the things off him.
Yeah, let's get him to the ship.
So, which one are you taking from it?
The fixer potion.
Okay.
I want to have one of each, so now I can fuck myself up and get better.
Greg is prepared.
Peth,
But
as
also
you take this from Peth, he's gonna go, "Wait, I'm gonna need that."
No, you're not. It's
I
okay,
am.
little fella.
He holds up the actual one that got him in that state in his hand, and he goes, "This shit's permanent."
Oh,
Oh.
Grog. He's gonna need that.
I'm gonna whisper to Emery and be like, "But now you can be King Emery, and he's just a fool."
I never wanted to be a king, Grog. What do you mean?
Peth, hearing this, because Grug is not very subtle, looks at Emrys and just goes, "He already was king."
What?
Oh,
Well, your dad was the leader of the tribe. You're the next of kin.
oh my god.
Greg is instantly gonna drop to his knees and start bowing to Emery.
Peth is
No
just gonna
way.
look at Grug down on his knee, point at Grug, and just go, "Idiot."
Greg is gonna smash the fixer potion
No.
and then laugh and go, "Ha! Who idiot now?"
Peth is gonna laugh with Grug and say, "I don't know."
Oh,
I
no.
can't even. I can't stop that whatsoever. Like, oh god.
Nope, you cannot stop it because it would be too quick for Grug to smash a tiny glass.
Wait. What if? Hear me out.
No, there's no saving this one.
What if? No, I don't know if it would work because lay on hands is for like a
Sleight of
poison
hand
or
is
a
for like
disease.
stealing. Oh, wait, what?
Lay on hands.
Lay on
one that can
hands.
cure poison and disease. I don't think that'd work, would it?
No, it wouldn't. Because it's not a sentient being.
He's
It's
stuck
not
like
a
this
living thing. Peth is
Grug, what have
still
you done?
Peth is still laughing with Grug and then goes, "It's a good thing I don't need it.
What?
I lied about it being forever."
Uh,
Oh my god. Have you lied?
Yeah, this stuff does weird things to you, man. Can I go to bed now?
no,
Okay.
Yes, you can go to bed.
no.
King Emery, take me to your chamber.
Don't call me that, please.
Woo.
And he's gonna just piss himself laughing and fall to the ground, like on his knees, just laughing at the whole King Emery thing.
I'm just gonna pick him up. Carry him, yeah.
He
Give me
allows
a
you
kiss.
to do so, but he is still laughing and sort of like stroking your face and being kind
Should
of
put
a
him by
nuisance.
Lawsuit's cage. That'll sober him up pretty quick.
Also-
Yeah,
I'm gonna do just
let me
that.
sit with the weird dragon.
You mean Vivex?
No, lawsuit. What do you call it again?
God.
Yeah.
Ra.
Rah.
Let's go
Oh,
sit you
I've
down
been
by the
calling it the
Ra.
wrong name. I've been calling it a raptor. It's a Ra? So much easier.
Hey. And he sort of just, you can see him sort of like swaying, like he's almost not even conscious anymore.
Can I even carry him? He's like twice my size, right? Or something.
He's the same size as you, technically.
Okay.
Can you lift your own body weight is the question.
And he's in armor, right?
He's sort of like, you're more assisting him than carrying him. He is willingly walking with you, but he's swaying, so you're more or less just holding him steady.
Dragging his feet.
The lovers need a room.
Come on, Grug. What do you mean, lovers? What happened?
You kissed. Grug saw it.
Wait, what?
You kissed.
Pet sort of looks at Emerus and goes, you kissed a boy.
Whoa!
I mean, you kissed a boy.
Yeah, but I liked it.
Okay, I'm just gonna silently drag him back to the ship and set him down.
As you get to the ship, he sort of just like drops to his knees and he's like using his hands to sort of scoot himself up to Lawsuit's cage. Weird dragon! Hello! Lawsuit is like chowing down on a chunk of meat at this point, just looks up at him and then just carries on as they were.
Don't kill him, please.
Make sure his fingies don't go in the bars.
No touching the Ra. Okay. I'm just, yeah. I've got
But there's just
I don't
like,
really know.
Pet is like belly first at this point, just lying on the deck, just head propped up, looking at Lawsuit while it eats this chunk of meat.
Just swinging his feet back and forth.
Drow is just sat there watching. I imagine they would say something like, "What the fuck happened to him?"
Mm.
Kind of like a, "What did I miss?" You know?
So much. So much.
Let's just say Fitzburn is really useful.
Oh my god, Fitzburn. Watch him be the raptor as well. God damn.
Not quite. Fizzban and the Raptor have been on the ship at the same time,
Or have they?
like twice.
At this point, anyone who hasn't been around at the same time as him, I'm just going to assume is him.
Who isn't Fitzburn at this point? God damn.
Okay, and at this point, Peth has fallen asleep.
Okay, I like prop his head up properly, get him just the fabric that I got from the shop. I'll cover him with that. Or like make a makeshift pillow for him, I guess.
He's like still asleep, but like stroking the cloth.
There you go. Have that. It feels really good. Comes back. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where I've left him.
Indeed.
Then I'll just sit next to him and just think about life. What the hell just happened?
Kinku is still on your shoulder,
Thank you.
and you notice Kinku is slightly bigger than they were before. Instead of 5 inches, they're more like a 10.
Oh.
Enough to actually sit comfortably on your shoulder. And if it turns too quickly, it's going to take your eye out. Because that beak is quite long.
Okay. I'm gonna like take him off my shoulder and just like hold him in my lap. Just sit him there.
Sit in your lap.
Yeah.
So you
'Cause
just
I imagine
sat
I'm
on the
sitting
deck
him
next to Peth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Just thinking about life with this weird duo.
That is more than everything I had planned. So anything you do from here on out is completely you.
I mean, I think Grug is done for the night.
Yeah, you've been awake for a long 3 hours.
Well, I didn't
It's
mean
been a
that.
long
It's like
3
noon,
hours.
right?
Well, actually, it's been like 4, maybe 5 at this point.
I'm more meant. I can't really think of what Grug would do now, other than go to Avernus like instructed, which would be starting Act 3.
Yeah, that is true. So Grug is probably going to rest a little bit just to recollect himself, maybe have some food and all that sort of thing.
Definitely needs a long rest before the next session.
Yeah, you get one during the travel, we'll say.
Nice. I guess Emrys will just be fitting the barding, testing it out with Kenku or Kinku.
Mhm.
And Nox will go and check out her cape down in a room.
Yeah, so Nox, as you get into the room, you go down the stairs, you're just in your room. There is a mirror conveniently opposite your bed in your sleeping
Yes.
quarters, and you catch the glimpse of this cape as you're walking through, and it just looks fabulous.
Damn, I look good.
Rather than
was
describe
a good
exactly the
purchase.
way the cape looks, I'm going to say it's very similar to like Blythe's from Elden Ring. You know, it's very fluffy,
Yes.
but like the bit resting against your back would essentially be the leather that it's placed on.
Yes, and her plan is to dye it when she goes down to the hells, because that dye was way too expensive.
Indeed. Yeah. The elf only asked for so much because you were so willing to say yes to 70.
Yes, I was not that wasted.
Saw an opportunity. Emrys, the batting fits Vivek's like a glove.
Beautiful.
Yes. Do you
How
have
does it
a
look?
like a stat sheet or anything for Vivek's?
I've just been using the Warhorse one.
Yeah. So it has an AC that you could probably customize, right?
Extras, her AC is 11 right now, yeah.
Okay.
So I could add stuff to that, yeah.
+4.
Oh,
As the batting is very strong. After all, it has a lifetime guarantee.
and insurance.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
But as you didn't pay for it, you would simply get a replacement if you took a broken batting back to him.
Yeah. I imagine we're now just standing there, me and Kinku just proud, as Vivek shows off the armor.
Viveks is sort of strutting on the spot. Just like fashion show vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Sort of adjusting to it slightly, ultimately just allowing it to set on her scales.
Yeah, like hop on the saddle, see how it feels.
What level do you get mount privileges again?
I have a mount now. It was level 4 or 5 that you get it. I just don't have the flying mount.
Okay. Yeah, so you can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
As you
It's like
climb
a
aboard,
show horse.
this is the first time in, I think, ever you've actually got up onto Viveks as a mount during the campaign.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah. And it's on a ship.
A tiny ship.
Which is sort of like testing things out and all that. Yeah, you do feel comfortable. The seating is like almost like you would get in a Wild West movie on the horses, you know, the way cowboys had them.
Oh, yeah.
So there's like slots for your feet to go in to keep your balance. Grug died.
No.
Passed out.
Yeah, essentially you are just riding this Drake like a horse now. You are
Like tightening
completely
straps.
able to do that.
Yes.
Well, I was about to ask Greg what he was going to do, but he died. So we'll assume he's just gone for snacks and maybe lie down, clear the
He did say he
headache.
needed sleep.
Yeah. But yes, I think that would end the session. I hope you had fun.
That was really fun.
So much fun.